It's Three the Hard Way. With DJ Bdolla, Miss Dive, and Model Citizen J. It's RTJ the Podcast.
Yo. Who are you niggas right there?
Who the fuck?
What the deal is?
Yo, what's poppin', people? Y'all already know what it is. RTJ, the brand, the podcast. We back in the building. It's been like 17 years. But we here.
Listen, we
Now
back,
look,
family.
last month of summer was summering, and we had a lot going on individually, as y'all know. Yo, we collectively a whole unit, but sometimes we gotta do things on the side, and it kind of engulfed us a little bit.
Listen, life was being life.
Yo, it was doing what it was
Life.
doing. We managed it.
For real.
Wait, look, Bri, right out top, Bria in the building. You already know, girl. That's our honorary co-host right there. We definitely got to get her back in the fold soon. But yeah, man, we had to, do the things that we had to do. But we back. Y'all know, Dom, she traveled all over the world. You see, she's still hungover because I don't know who Me Dom is, but it's okay this time. It's all good. Unless
it be your own people's.
Look,
Me down.
Unless she really feeling herself today and she want to let you know twice that it's me. But other than that, she's still hungover. So
how do you change that? Because change it.
Nah, no judgment. No judgment.
Nah,
you can't change
late.
it. You wrote that.
You wrote that. You did that.
I didn't know. I was typing so fast.
So
Please
listen,
don't do that.
The unprofessional thing is you would have to leave out of the stream, fix that, and then come back with the name corrected. So that's all you do what you want to do.
I mean, personally, I think Me Dom is just gonna have to rock tonight.
Yeah, Me Dom, and occasionally
the people might have forgot me. I gotta get my name right. They might not know who I am.
Listen. It doesn't matter how long we take a hiatus. The people will never forget us, man. That's Journey family. That's the fam right there.
Oh, I just know right now, just seeing Me Dom on the screen just feels like Miss Dom is taking us way back to slavery days. Where they're like, "Yo, where Dom at? Me Dom, I'm over here.
I'm here. I was here."
Oh man, it's all good. But nonetheless, I definitely missed the crew, so it feels good to be back together again. But yo, real quick, how everybody been doing, man? What's been going on? What y'all been doing for like a month? And how the end of the summer go? I know everybody back at work and whatnot, but what's going on?
Listen, work been work. Just want to give a shout out to my grandmother. Shout out to my nana. She got her wings. You know what I'm saying? She up there on the other side of the earth. So yeah, that's how last month was. But I got another angel watching over us. So Nana, we love you. We appreciate you.
Shout out Nana, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But how about you though? Because we know you like to travel. You go across the world. We went to Australia, Bermuda.
Y'all be
Talk
dragging
about
it because I don't travel.
Lies.
Okay.
Doing so much ain't nothing. As a regular day.
Exactly. I don't travel. I just go places.
I just be out.
No, but I just recently celebrated my 30th birthday.
Hey. 30 in the building.
Let's go.
Let's give that up.
I'm a
just
little...
to let you know, now that you check 30, this is the way life goes from this point on.
Child, my life been doing that before the 3.
No more immature behavior now. That's it. It's over.
I'm never gonna grow up. I'm never gonna grow up ever, like in the history of the world. But no, I just celebrated my 30th birthday. It was literally picture perfect. Like I don't think I could have asked for any other way to celebrate, bring it in, be given presented gifts. Like it was just shit left and right that I was not expecting. I definitely did go on vacation. I had an amazing vacation with my girlfriend.
Nice.
When I came back, I was expecting a private dinner. I knew I was having a game night, but I thought the game night was on the 30th, not the day after I come back. and she surprised me with the basically with the same theme of what the game night was supposed to be, but it was just shit that I couldn't even I wouldn't even thought of, from the cake to the decorations to the people. She gave me an amazing birthday. So
shout out wifey for having everything set up the way it was supposed to be.
I want to say, I don't know if y'all saw the pictures. I don't know if y'all saw the pictures, but yeah, it was yeah.
And I did shout out to whoever did the playlist for you, because I did scan the QR code. So I did get the playlist there, so I gotta check it out.
So
you got hitters on there.
Think about this though, because like I said, I knew I was having something. I just thought it was on a whole different day. I did the playlist. I didn't do the CDs and shit though.
Did the playlist for her own party and didn't know.
Right. I'm just because I knew we was having it, but I'm thinking it was on a whole nother day. So I'm like, all right, cool. The thing is made. And next thing you know, I got CDs and shit and box. It was just a whole bunch of
look. Don't feel bad, because I remember. Yeah, you make me feel old now. But when I did my 25th birthday, I had always stated I never had a surprise party before. Some of my people back in New York, they set it up. They had me thinking that I was going to DJ a party, had me lugging equipment and everything. Niggas is outside helping me move shit. I get in the spot. Surprise! So they got me. So that was the one time in my life I've ever been surprised. So I know exactly what that feel like to be set up.
Yeah, it was literally like that. I was doing shit, not even realizing it. And it was just like I knew what it was for. It was just a whole different day. So it threw me off that niggas had clothes there.
Oh, they lined you up. Yeah, they lined you up all the way.
Super lined me up. I'm like, oh my God. Just everything, aesthetic, my cake. Oh, they gave me my girlfriend got me a hookah cake made. Who you know that had a hookah cake?
Nobody but you. Listen, that's love right there. That's love. That's genuine love right there. Shout out to the mission.
How the black mothers say, don't cut that name on that cake. I still got the top part to the shit. The shit is crazy. That's not going nowhere.
I ain't even mad at that.
Yo, shout out to wifey though, man. She honestly right now, Dom's wifey is like the great and powerful Oz. You only hear about her, but you don't get to see her. And if you do get the opportunity to see her, it's real quick, spontaneous, and then she's vanished into thin air. Because we've been trying to get her on the show forever, but nonetheless, sound like
she's gonna come on. She's gonna come on. She promised. So.
Because she already rebuked us. She already rebuked us in the name of Jesus.
Oh yeah.
When she came in on one show. So, yeah, man. Y'all already know I'm the one over here with the Brady bunch. So. Trying to get the kids, settled for school, and that's been driving me crazy for the last 5 weeks in. My son in school acting like a damn fool, but that's what he does. 6th grade, middle school is a lot different than it was when we was. So
yeah, middle school
a little bit. Right, they learning life a little bit faster than what we had to learn. So it's a different element for me to get used to. Be the mature parent or be the immature one that's in there ready to fuck shit up. So we gotta deal with that. But nonetheless, man, we back. We here. I missed y'all. Thursday is here. Like we like to say, Thursday is a new Friday to get y'all geared up for the weekend. Put y'all in good vibes, good spirits. All the antics are back today, so y'all already know how we do. But before we jump into everything and jump into our regularly scheduled programming, we definitely do have a special guest in the building today. That is gonna join us for today's conversations, which I definitely felt like he would be a great addition to this. Well, not a round table, since we in fours in a second, it'll be like a square table. We might have everyone's favorite Fatima might drop in. I don't know, because we definitely wanted to add her in this talk as well. But nonetheless, man, this individual right here, this is my brother, man. Known him for damn near all my life, very long time, man. Some of my let me see how I can put this. Some of my fondest memories of my escapades when it comes to the women came from advice from this man.
Sometimes not an escapade.
Look, some of the shit that he say be off the wall, and it's like, nigga, I'm not gonna go tell him that. And then you go tell him that, and the shit work. So I gotta give a salute to my man for setting me up with a situation.
We gotta give him a shout out for that.
Look, T, that was a long time ago, T. That was before you, so you know what I'm saying? But
that's I'm like, why is he getting a shout out for past hoes? What is that?
I'm just saying.
Look,
Well, you see me like,
It was a former life.
We've been gone from New York for 6 years, 7 years now. So, obviously I haven't seen my brother in a very long time. So we got a lot of history. So it's a pleasure and an honor.
We just talking about what happened yesterday.
Right. Look,
yesterday.
That's what they
yesterday, days.
Yesterday.
Whatever.
okay.
Nonetheless, but he is also the host and moderator of Afropunk's Culture Code, which you can catch on Twitch every Wednesday at 7 p.m. They're hitting you with all that tech talk, that gaming talk. Sometimes they brush up on the hip hop. They know a lot of their shit, man. You want to get some information about what's going on in the streets, music world, tech world, you need to tap into that program. I've definitely been in there a couple of times and been informed of some shit that I don't know. Sometimes, I'm not too big of a gamer sometimes. Sometimes I'm going to let you know. It sounds like German to me when they be talking, but they know they shit, man. He's my go-to for pretty much everything when it comes to the tech world. Any of that is a highly intelligent brother right here. So I'm glad that I get to know him and can call him a friend. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring into the room, Mr. Geek Life Mike, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, my brother?
Peace, family.
How's it going, everybody? Glad to be here, kings and queen.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I'm letting you know now. He hit me up one day, and he definitely was like, "Look, I feel like I don't know you no more, my brother. You got the podcast going on. You got this going on. You got that going on. You don't tap in with a brother, which I'm horrible at reaching in. I'm sitting here double tapping everything. I'm very horrible at reaching out to people sometimes, especially since I done left New York. So I definitely had to say, look, we can't even waste too much time. We gotta definitely get you on the show, which it should have been long. It's long overdue getting him in. But we made it happen. He's here.
Glad to be here.
Definitely. So before we get everything started with our conversations and topics of the day, we have a segment at the very beginning of the show called Showing Love, which we reach out to, well, not reach out, but we shout out anybody that we feel deserves to be given some recognition. So it could be somebody famous, it could be the regular Joe Schmo, it could be a homie right down the street, the janitor in your building. It don't matter. If they've done something that's impactful to the community, and just doing something that's striving for change, we want to shout them out, show them love, and give them the recognition that they deserve that they probably wouldn't normally get on a regular basis. So if we can start around the room, ladies first, Miss Dom, welcome back from overseas in Japan, and
China, Australia,
let us know who we showing love to today. It cannot be wifey, all right? She already got her shout out. So I'm just playing.
I'm not.
Nah,
honestly, I'm gonna give a shout out to myself.
Okay.
First and foremost, I'm gonna give a shout out to I'm gonna give a shout out to myself because all of that. I just started a new job, a new position, and I love it. They get on my nerves sometimes, but I love it. And I'm about to start a second job, and I just reached 10.8K on TikTok. So I didn't even expect it. I went viral on Instagram and I went viral on TikTok like 3-4 times, like in like 2 days. Off of I woke up and I was like, oh shit, I got all these followers. So I'm trying to keep that up, trying to bring in another bag.
Look, we told you it was coming. We told you it was coming.
I'm trying to go to Saturn in a couple of months. So.
Look, like she ain't been there already. Hey. God damn it.
You're trying to go to Saturn again. That's what you're saying? About to do another lap?
That is definitely what's up, because I know, in the beginning when we first brought you in, that was one of the biggest things you want to talk about. Look, I got content. I need to get better at putting it out there, get recognized, to be able to do some of the things that you're looking to do. And we let you know, look, it's coming. Whatever we need to do to assist you with that, let us know. But you are the one putting the work out there. So now you just reaping the benefits of that work that you've been putting in. And it's only going to get greater from there. But that's what's up, man. Shout out to that. What you said, 10 point what?
10 point what?
10.8K.
All right, we need to cover that. We need to cover. Just send us like 500. Just like 500.
Word.
That's it.
Listen. Trap DMV Shay.
What's that? Trap DMV Shay. Sounds like trouble.
DMV Shay. Yeah.
Hi. I don't know what it is, but I think it's right from YouTube. Hi.
Sound like you. That's what's up. Yo, Model Citizen J, what's up? Who you got for us?
Hey, listen, it's only right, man. We got a guest in the house, man. Listen, Geek Life Mike, man. This is your stage right now, bro.
Right.
We show some love, man. It's only right. We got family in the building. You know how Journey do.
I mean, I would say this. I mean, first and foremost, I gotta shout out my Culture Code family. You know, my cohorts, co-hosts, colleagues on that podcast. My sis Mika, aka Red Infamy, my homie Bernard, aka Photos by Beans, and the homie producer extraordinaire, my man Greg. He goes by it's Greg. Just incredible, dynamic people. Aside from what we do on the podcast, and I also, if I can, give another shout out to my man Montana. He's a fashion designer. He gave me this shirt here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's called Odd Sharks.
Hey.
I believe it's _ ODDSHRXZ. Odd Sharks. Real dynamic guy. Just an incredible thinker. And he's got some stuff, you know, coming, you know, for the skateboard kind of hip hop crew. That kind of thing. He's black owned. He's from Queens. So, you know, he gifted me a couple of these shirts, so I just want to make sure that the world knows, you know, that Odd Sharks is coming. So shout out to him.
Run it up, man. Odd Sharks. You heard the man. Really. But yo, that's wonderful right there, man. We appreciate that. Now what you just did though, Mike, well, we call that a twofer. When you showing love to two people, man, you got to christen it right. You just did a twofer right there. That's a wonderful thing. No, we welcome twofers. We love twofers.
There ain't nothing wrong with a twofer.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
At this point, they're a requirement. It's a requirement at this point.
Okay. Look, Dom, just to let you know, that was young Sean right there. All right.
Oh,
now I kind of figured it was Sean because young Sean has a major. I'm gonna blow him up right now.
There you go.
Sean has a major crush on you.
Major crush on you.
Major crush on you.
So I'm gonna let you know while you was out there doing your thing over there overseas. Yeah. So he likes to be a sneak freak and go on either myself or Coach J page and be checking out who we know.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
He came across your picture on one of your outings and on your birthday dresses. He hit me up and he said, "Yo, Coach, I think I'm in love."
Hi, Sean.
Oh, you done it now. Forget about it now.
Listen,
now I can address the young man properly because I didn't know who it was.
You know, screen recorded this and everything. Now look, fellas, look what she said to me.
Look, she said hi to me. She didn't say hi to y'all. She said hi to me.
Yo, Coach, when we going to New York, Coach?
But yo, this week, man, I got a two for this week, yo. First and foremost, yo, I want to shout out my lady, yo, because unfortunately I was at work. I got into an accident. I had a concussion. So I was down for a week. She nursed me back to health. And then right after the concussion, right after I got back on my 2 feet, man, I had found out that my nana had passed away. So, you know, she was in there double time holding me down. So, you know, just shout out to my lady. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You showing me some love. You held me down. You held me tight. So I appreciate you right there. Big hearts, super big hearts. So I appreciate you. Second shout out I got is for my son. My young boys out there, you know, he's doing big things in college. I ain't gonna tell you what college he goes to, but he's out at HBCU. Let that be known. Exactly. Showing that, getting that black pride, that black love and stuff like that. But yo, he's out there doing big things, man. He just started a podcast with a couple of friends out there. It's called Accidental Sports Washing.
That's what's up.
Okay. So I asked him what does the name mean. He was like, "Dad, we're gonna talk about all the gimmicks, all the things that we see in sports that we don't like. We calling it out. We talking about it." So I said, "All right, cool. How many people you got on your crew?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, "It's like a 4-man crew. It's not about the faces. It's all about the voices and the content. So, so far they got about 3 episodes up. If you got a chance, man, please just go over there, check it out, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just show the young boy some love because it's his goal to do sports journalism, when he graduates school. So, this is the first step in the process.
What platform are they using right now so people could hear it and check it out?
Right now they're on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube, look up Accidental Sports Washing, and like I said, man, just give the young boy some credit, show them some love, man. There's some young black men out there just trying to do wonderful things, man, in the world.
Yeah,
we can't act nothing
out. Funny enough, speaking about sports, everybody know we die hard when it comes to basketball, just sports in general. The reason why we love it so much, what it does for anyone that's ever experienced being a part of a team, being a part of something like a brotherhood, things like that. So for my show and love today, I came across this a little while ago, but definitely wanted to share it with y'all. He goes by the name of Wynton Bernard. He plays, I didn't get the position, but he plays for the Colorado Rockies. He made his debut in the major leagues, or made it to that high level in the major leagues earlier this year. I got a clip that I found about this journey, and just wanted to share that with y'all. So yeah, I'll take a quick look at this.
His son's name is Wynton.
No, it's not.
Yes, he is. What do you do for a living, Wynton?
I study at Niagara University. I play Division I baseball there, and currently trying to grow out the fro like you used to. That's how the players do it.
Trying to grow out the fro, baby.
Mom, I'm going to the major leagues. I'm going, Mama. I'm going, Mom. I promise. I promise, Mom. I'm going. I love you so much. Thank you for everything, Mom. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. I couldn't do this without you.
Here's the 2-1. Tap toward third, and Bernard is set. Oh, first I thought he beat him.
Yeah, they're going to check
Either way, Hilliard's at third. The crowd, for several reasons, is arguing for Buddy vociferously.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
And there is the first major league hit for Wynton Bernard, the 31-year-old rookie. That's one of the happiest reviews in the history of Coors Field.
That was disgusting. Oh my gosh. That was
that's what's up.
That was beautiful. I can't.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That was beautiful.
Mike, what you was about to say?
No. I just said that was dope.
Yeah, man. Like I said, anybody that's ever really been, and I'm not. Let me not just say sports. Anything in general that you really care about and really wanted to prosper in, and you felt like you've been a part of something. That feeling right there to strive for something, to not give up, like you heard him say, 31-year-old rookie. Normally rookies is coming in 18, 19, probably even younger than that in baseball because they starting in farm system and then making their way up. But 31 years old, that means I never gave up on his dream. One day I will get there. I will make my mom proud. And ultimately that's what he ended up doing. And for his first hit to be a bad call and get it turned around for him to be called safe, and that be marked his first hit, like that all just came full circle. So I was like, that's definitely a story I wanted to share on here because, that's what we embark on, what the RTJ stands for, which is respect the journey. So, you know, everybody's pathway is not the same. It's not the easiest. There's different hurdles and obstacles to go through. But as long as you still pushing and believe in yourself that you can still get there, that's what it's all about. So we love sharing those kind of stories here on the show. And real quick, if y'all did see that, not to toot our own horn.
Wait, hold on. Before you go any further, I also want to let it be known that 31 is incredibly young, contrary.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I know by professional Major League Baseball standards, it's considered old, but it's incredibly young.
Right. And especially with someone that, still staying in shape and handling BI.
Don't make it seem like he's running out of time. 31 is incredibly young.
Absolutely. Yeah, like you specified now, when we're speaking in terms of that, we know normally rookies is coming in right out of college, earlier time frame. So don't get it misconstrued. 31, if you can still do it, you can still do it. As y'all see right now, LeBron James is like 85 years old and he's still out here doing his thing. But nonetheless, just never give up. That was the whole point of that right there. So that's why I wanted to share that. And just a side note, like I said, not to toot our own horn, but just cause pop people you saw when New York shit, New York wherever we go. But nonetheless, man, shout out to Wynton Bernard. And good luck to him for the longevity of his career. And hopefully it's on to bigger and greater things with that. So before we get into the conversation, Ms. Dom, it's been too long. It's been 30 days or so. I know you got jet lag and, hot air balloons and submarines, things like that, swim with the sharks and the great whales. But we need advice from you. Normally,
they did have that option where I was at too, though, swimming with the sharks.
You know what?
I just ain't crazy. I'm very black, and the white lady said it too. She was like, I know black people normally don't do that, right? I'm like, they can't help it. They don't even know what the fuck be coming out their mouth half the time.
Like, with boldness and no fear. But nonetheless, you always come in here and set us straight. So it's rightfully so that the first day back, you let us know what people should be doing the right way, and we do a little something like this.
If you love me, say it. If you trust me, do it. If you want me, show it. If you need me, prove it.
'Cause I told you I'm a lady, and you don't disrespect no lady.
Ms. Dom, the floor is yours.
All right, so you could probably remove me from this because I'm gonna ask a general question. It's not really advice today. I just want to get everybody's take on this. So I am like super tuned into the show right now, and I seen something that it was just like, whoa, hold on. So I wanted to know if you are in a relationship, be you married, Jay, you got a lady, Mike, I don't know your status, but
single as a Pringle, happily.
Oh.
He said, I'm outside chilling, minding my business.
You said, I'm outside.
He said, I'm minding my business.
I'm not outside. I'm just single.
But no. So if you were in a relationship or are in a relationship with, someone, and y'all doing great, y'all love each other, whatever. But both of you have a past. Specifically, the female might drill you on certain stuff, like, oh, you had 45 different women. You better not hurt me. X, Y, and Z. You changed your life for her. Whatever.
You said the girl had 45 different women?
No, the dude.
Oh, okay.
Like she's telling him, like, listen, I know your past, but you better not help.
Oh, okay.
So let's, So she comes across an ex. An ex reaches out to her, and he literally broke her heart. Like, this was the man she thought she was going to marry right before she got with you. He tells her, listen, I want to go out. I want to take you out. I want to apologize. She says, no. He tracks her down and says, I am dying. I have stage 4 cancer, whatever it is, whatever may have you. Listen, I'm dying. And I want to make things right with you. Can we meet up? Is it okay if you, and then I'm from both point of views. If the female reached out to you, would you meet up with her? Would you only go through text, or would you completely dub it? And would you allow your partner to meet up, be okay with texting, or would you tell them to dub it? And if they did it behind your back, like type shit.
Hey, Mike, let me put a disclaimer out real quick. Sometimes Dom likes to partake in laying on the couch in here during the show, so she might hypothetically throw some shit out there, but it might really be about her, and she's trying to get some advice for us without telling us it's for us. It's all good though. Only down.
All right, so
only down having wild situations like that.
For a friend.
Yo, why down hit us with a whole lifetime episode? Yo, why you hit us with a lifetime episode question?
It's a show that I'm watching, and I'm a part of a group through the show.
I'm about to say it sound like what's the name of them from Sisters? Is that what the show you're talking about? I saw the clip to that.
I mean, are you asking me what my take is?
From both points of view, will you meet up and not tell your partner, and how would you feel if your girl did it? Like both points.
There really isn't 2 points of view. There's 1 point of view. If you're gonna handle it maturely, you tell your partner, and if anything, you take your partner with you, and have them sit in the waiting room while you go have this discussion with X person who's sick and running out of time. I mean, it's not a hard thing. I mean, you know, and if your partner feels a way about it, you know, then you kind of got to respect that. But, you know, you don't be underhanded about it. You know, why?
Yeah, you don't go through the back door. Yeah.
Right. You know,
that's
I don't know. And I mean, if your partner is any kind of human being, I mean, I don't think, you know, they would think that someone with stage 4 cancer would be trying to move in on his lady. I mean, you know.
Or could be lying. Some people be lying.
Well, I mean,
the person.
I'm saying, let's say for the sake of argument, it's true.
Because the person who said they had cancer was jogging in the park. I'm sorry. Stage 4.
Well, I mean, you don't just get cancer and die.
No,
you know,
I know that, but
you know, the doctor doesn't tell you, okay, you have cancer, and then
tomorrow you're dead.
You don't wake up.
2 weeks later, you're done.
It's fairly progressive. It happens over time, but you know, that could just be a mental thing. You know,
right?
You know, a lot of beating cancer is mental. So, you know, discuss it with your partner. I mean, that's it. There isn't an other side. You know, anything outside of that is sneaky and underhanded.
Right. Because some people say they would text because like this was the person that, you know, I once had love for, and you know, I thought I was gonna spend the rest of my life with. I don't want to, you know, leave things unresolved. I feel like some people like they feel, you know, what their partner don't know won't hurt them.
Here's my thing on that too, because I wholeheartedly
because if you're not going back to him, if you're not going back to them, then
right. Because I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, I agree with what Mike said with every aspect of it. If the individual that feels a need to go have that conversation and they use that as, you know, I don't want to leave anything not settled, then that means you might still have some feelings going on in there, and that's going to open up a whole different thing for you. Because for me to say we broke up, I'm in a new relationship at this point, but I feel I have to go back to have that conversation to settle things. That's still leaving wiggle room for something. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's good.
That wiggle room is going to lead me to my next question, but go ahead.
I disagree with that completely.
Right. You know? I mean, it's not all cases, but I think it's still
that's like saying every ex you ever had, there's always wiggle room. You know, people can move on. I mean, you can care for the person, but you don't necessarily have to have a romantic set of feelings for them just because you dated them for X number.
Now, I guess it also depends how they broke up.
Right.
If the breakup was amicable, or even if it was contentious, and you broke up and it wasn't the greatest breakup in the world, and a number of years passed, I would like to think, that there's some forgiveness there and you can let certain things go. It really just depends. If there was violence involved, then different. But if it was just, y'all might have been younger, it wasn't the right time, even maybe cheating, it just depends. It depends. It's very circumstantial, but ultimately, my larger point is you got to tell the other person that you're in a relationship.
Because I think it's different layers to it. Now, again, I also agree with the fact of saying, yes, not all cases, but my whole thing was, if you had to specify, I don't want to leave things unsettled, that leaves room to say you still have something going on within yourself as well, which not allows you to fully invest in the relationship that you're currently in. If you're saying, just as my friend now, we need to discuss X, Y, and Z, whatever, because he feels his time is running short, let me go do that. Then to me, that's cool. Again, explain that to your significant other. This is the situation, X, Y, and Z, cool. But if you have to specify, I need to have this conversation also because things are unsettled, I think that's what makes it a little dicey.
Right.
Because it's not letting you give your all to wherever you are now if you feel you have to do that.
Right. But then that becomes a problem with, let's say, Dom's friend and not the other person. You know what I mean? So,
and
you really don't believe these people?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Big Like Mike into the RTJ family.
So I'm just you can't hold the other person responsible, for this person's feelings. So if she has still some lingering feelings, and he's just asking her to come see him, before he passes on, then that's not her feelings are not his fault. That's a personal problem.
Right.
So we can't hold him accountable for that.
I will say, and I forget what is his name on the show? What is his character's name?
Zach.
I would say the way he handled it in that clip that I saw, that would be me. Like, we rubbed it in. Nah, homie, we ain't doing that. Slap on the butt.
Because there was a whole different something after. Yeah. Like, the nigga popped back up to her job.
Oh, yeah.
And was like, nah, I need to talk to you. Like, he stalked her type shit. But, so my next question is, are y'all okay with, and do y'all have these situations already where an ex, a person you had sex with from time to time, y'all have a social media / texting relationship, and as well as your partner? Like, is that okay? Because I feel like the door is too open. Like, you leaving it cracked, the person got their foot in, and it don't matter how secure your partner is. I think that's a lot for
it depends.
You to leave that door open to text a person that you used to have sex with or be in a relationship with.
It depends.
Because what are y'all talking about?
It depends.
Unless y'all got kids, what are y'all talking about?
Well, okay. Well, if y'all have kids, then that's a completely different thing. So
yeah, what else did it speak about?
I mean, because if y'all were having sex when y'all were 17, 18, and you're 35 now, and y'all haven't seen each other in 18 years, I mean.
Yeah, no, not that. I'm talking like recent.
She's talking about like sneaky links and stuff like that in situations.
Before the person you got with.
But we're talking about deception. I mean, that answers itself.
Before the person you got with, and it's just like y'all texting, but the text may be completely, innocent, but it's just like, why? Right. Why do you need to still have a connection with that person? They are ex for a reason. They were a fuck buddy for a reason. Why do you still need to bring them into the present of what you're doing?
You look at it in the terminology of just because they were an ex that it was something negative. Like, it could have just been, we realized, look, this relationship didn't work. We're still cool. We're still friends. Does that mean everything has to be cut off just because they were an ex? Because again, like you said, if it's an innocent conversation, then where do we really have the...
I think that's what social media is for.
And you guys, these are questions that don't have definitive answers because they're so circumstantial.
Right.
It depends on the parties involved. I mean, everybody would just say, no, fuck no. And, that's easy, but it depends. It really does. It depends on the person's maturity level. All of that comes into play. I mean, like, if me at this stage in my life, I could have a girl that I was sleeping with, 2 years ago. If I'm in a new relationship, then I'm in a new relationship. She can text me all she wants. She can ask me any questions she wants. Certain things are going to get responded to. Certain things are not. And it's not going to affect the relationship that I'm in, but that's just a level of maturity that I'm at. Now if it's something where I feel like it's getting a little out of pocket, I check the situation. And if it's not being adhered to, then now I'm at the point where I now have to, disconnect, because now you're crossing boundaries, and you've been warned. But other than that, I mean, it depends on the individuals, because it's not a one size fits all situation. Every situation is different.
Would you say?
Yeah, I know. For me, all my exes, they got to go. I can't talk to them no more.
Because I would say,
keep it 100. They gone.
Now, just like now, Miles Citizen, just for you and Dime as well. The basis of the question: are you speaking in terms of in the feelings of your now significant other, and you're asking this, or would this be in pertaining to yourself? Because are you viewing it through your eyes, or are you viewing it through their eyes when you're asking, what are y'all talking about?
Well, I mean, I'm not personally, like I said, this is just a question. I don't know if this is what's happening in my life right now. I'm not going to go looking for it because I probably won't eat for a week. But I would be crying in the car. No. But honestly, if that was like happening in my like current situation, because based off how I've acted in past situations when I found that out, I still think maybe not fly off the handle as much as that I used to do, but I would feel a way. I would handle it a lot more different because I feel like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what is the reason? Especially if I don't know about it, you're not informing me like, hey, me and such is still cool. But we text from time to time. If you not letting me know, you just texting and I don't know about it, like there could be a whole nother side going on. Y'all could be meeting up.
Right, but see, the key to that situation is that there was already deception. So, if it's a situation where it's a friendly thing and we're legitimately friends, then my lady would know. If she calls me, yo, pick that up, that's so and so. You know what I mean? But now you're dealing with deception from the beginning.
Right.
So of course it can't work. Of course.
Absolutely.
So, and then, it also boils down to telling, I think if you tell your lady, yo, this is the homie, you know what I'm saying? And then you ask them how they feel about it. If they feel some type of way about it, then, you have to cater to that. If they feel some type of way about it, then you got to kill the communication.
Absolutely.
And again, circumstantial. Some women don't have a problem with it, as long as, there's a level of honesty. Some women do. So
I'm a little bit on Dom's. I'm a little bit on Dom's wave. I'm not going to flirt with Pandora's box. I'm not going to wait for that accidental. If you try to be funny one day and text me 12 a.m. 1:30 in the morning, nah. Because like you said, Mike, you established the boundary from right out the gate. Like, listen, it is what it is, and if you cross it, you got to go.
Yeah, 2:30 in the morning is crossing lines.
Me personally, I'm not even gonna give you the line to cross. Well, all right, I'm in a new situation. Up that you were old situation. See you later.
Yeah, it's not that I hate you. It's not that we have beef. Like
ain't no beef, ain't no animosity. Yeah. It's just like I'm not even gonna play around. I'm not even gonna play.
Like I have exes on like my social media, and like some of them hate me. Some of them we still cool. If I see you, I'ma still speak. But it's not. We not like yo. Like we not. There's no. Like I can't explain. Like there's just like none of that. I mean, if like for example with me, I know with women it still is a threat. Like if I was dating a man, it would still be a little bit of a threat because girls be trying to be funny. But I feel like also it's the same type of threat dating a woman because you were dating men. They might feel like, oh, like what the fuck you doing with a bitch? Like I could snatch you right back up, and so it's just like I don't want nobody chancing that. I don't want nobody playing with that. So yeah, I just rather that just not be a thing. Some people are okay with it. If I knew people weren't trying to be funny all the time, because I know people do have that angle, even if it starts off like he ha ha ha, look at this meme. But some people have an agenda, a hidden agenda, and it can go very, very left. And I'm waiting for your response.
You should be able to spot it right away. I mean, the hidden agenda will ultimately reveal itself in that conversation, and then it won't be hidden anymore, and then, you'll kind of be able to get a sense of, you can tell when someone, has an ulterior motive, you can tell. Like I have female friends and I treat them as such, and they know this. There's lines I don't cross. I understand if they're in relationships, I don't call them at a certain time. I don't text them at a certain time. I don't say certain things. Right. Even women that I've had intimate relationships with, they've moved on. I've moved on. That's that. If they choose to keep the communication open, I'll be respectful of their situation. So it just depends.
Right.
Depends.
So I go, funny enough.
Business hours is from 9 to 5.
Funny enough, the fact that you started out, you'll come correct with that type of question. This one should be a doozy for y'all right now. So, Lord. You thought I was feeling you? And no, we're not shouting out Ice Spices. I'm about sick of her and that shit. But anyway, it was a clip that I came across the other day. It was another podcast. I cannot remember the name because it was just an ad that popped up on Instagram. But basically, the conversation was directed towards who can be the better dog, men or women. And when it came to
women,
It's not
so
close.
look, but here's the kicker of the conversation and why I thought it was interesting enough, which I wish Fatima was here with us, to join in on this. But the gentleman that was on the show had said to the young lady, he said, basically women, although they are able to be the bigger dog, there's still feelings involved when you go that route, because again, there still has to be something about the guy that you like to let get that far. Talking about the sex.
This is gonna be so fucked up. Oh boy.
So she said she got actually angry at the fact that he basically said she couldn't be a hoe without feelings. So she was fighting the fact that yes, I can. I can go out, I can do this, I can do that, and it can be just how a man does it, right? But his viewpoint was, but why are you so hitting a gun ho on accepting the fact to say that I can be a hoe and you're okay with that, where I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt to say, no, I view you better than that, and I can't view you to be somebody that just go out there and just fucking everything right, not him. But you argue down that yes, we can. So my question to you, Dom, as well, because I already see your face, is that an actual fact that women can run around here, think go up with Shot John, and it just be on some, I'm just trying to get my nut off. There's no feelings involved. And we're not talking about you got to be in a relationship and shit like that, but can you do it and not even like anything about it?
I'm not going to use the term hoe. I'm not going to use that word. However, I am completely 100% living proof that you, like, I have, like, not, you said not in a relationship. So, yes.
It doesn't have to be.
I've had a little bit of a poodle in me, a little bit of a Rottweiler sometimes.
A little bit of a poodle.
I'm very much capable of, like you never existed. It's not a thing for me. It's really not. Like, not.
Well, you thought I was feeling you?
Like, yeah, no. Like, I've had men say to me, like, oh, like, how you go 2 weeks without texting me? For what? Like, like, it's not. What do we? I'll call you when I want to call you. I'll text you when I want to text you. Like, if I'm not going into that with that mindset, like, those feelings don't develop because I'm not having that mindset when I'm messing with you, because I'm already a person that don't even really like relationships. So to get me in one, you gotta be the holy grail, because I don't really be checking for it. So yeah, I can very much go in there like, yeah, nigga, you a munch. That part, and that's that.
Well, I want to let the fellas answer that too, because I have a big question for you, but I want to get their take on that too.
I'm kind of confused by the question. What was the actual? What was the actual?
So all right, so I guess that would clarify, because the second half of that question I would have. So, is it possible, Dime, that women can sleep with men and not like anything about that man to allow it to get that far? Because I go, speaking for myself and how I used to be very immature days, right? There be times where dudes just hound dogs. We gonna fuck anything, walking, chicken, and clucking, not care what she look like. We done seen niggas baby moms where we like, are you serious that you went up in that? But man, I think sometimes we're a different species. We will, if we want to get our rocks off, we will find something in our mind to make that girl look good and go ahead and do it, and ain't got to tell a soul about it. Where I feel women can't go that route, because you still have to like something about that man to allow him to enter your body.
So now that's the thing. See, you didn't mention all of that. So of course,
that's where
ugly. But I'm not liking you. Like, I'm not going like, oh my God, you look so. It's just like, all right, I know you're not ugly. You definitely can't be broke. You have to have a job, but that's it. I'm not like, oh, he cute, he got a good credit score, he got this, I'm about to wife him. No, just like, all right, I'm not letting no broke or
because her whole thing was, no, we can do that, not like nothing about this guy, and just because I wanted to get my rocks off, I can sleep with him, and that's it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, nah, because
women are too picky.
Right.
But you
can't
be like a dingy.
He said no.
Yeah, you can't be a dingy dirt bomb and think you're going.
Now, did that clear that up for you, Mike? With that question?
Okay. I mean, it's been going on since Samson and Delilah, brother. I mean, Delilah didn't give a fuck about it. She just wanted that hair.
That part.
And, what are we talking about here? I mean, of course.
But I was like, I'm looking at the fact, but she got extremely upset that he said, "Nah, you can't."
Women and men, you know, if given opportunity, can both equally be pieces of shit. You know,
absolutely. I know a few.
I think it you know, if there is a difference, I mean, I think everybody knows this. I think if there is a difference in how men do things and women do things, it's that men do it in a more carnal sense. It's you know, it's a sense of, you know, conquering, you know, slay as much pussy as we can, you know, because we like pussy, you know, and then not to mention men's options in terms of having sex are very different from women. Women kind of control sex, and men control relationships. So, you know, women have far more options laid out to them, you know, in terms of, you know, being able to have sex than men do. You know, men kind of have to get it how they can. Women can get it when they want.
Right.
So that automatically makes women better at it than men. You know, that's it. I mean, I know I have friends that have girlfriends that they are deathly in love with. Will take 1,000 bullets for them, and they fuck other women, you know, because, you know, they gotta skeet off. But that's where it stops. You know, that's where it stops. I'm not calling you. We're not going out on dates. No, I don't care what you're doing this weekend. Fuck your hobbies. You know, just, you know,
I don't care about your favorite color. Like, none of that.
I don't care.
Right.
Don't tell me when your birthday is. I don't care about it.
Because I'm not getting you nothing.
You know, you busted open this weekend. Okay, all right, I ain't gonna take that overtime. I'm coming over to bust that ass. You know, other than that, you know, women are a little bit different in the sense that, you know, you kind of have to marinate that situation. There's conversation that takes place. How's your day today? Hey, beautiful. And, you know, so now you're establishing a rapport.
Right.
Because my thing was, that was going to be my next question to that. Do you think a woman that feels that way can never be viewed differently?
And that's where women kind of get evil, because they'll do all of this. They'll be in a whole situation and hate higher guts and cook and clean and do porno shit. Meanwhile, they hate you. And then what they're doing is they're transitioning out of a relationship, and you are not aware until it actually happens. That's cold. That's how we play. Women play that kind of game. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that they do. They'll be in a whole they've already left the situation. They've already quit
mentally. Like it's done.
They got a new job.
Out. Yep.
You know, they've checked out. But
all the way.
You don't know.
You still in the game. Look, you still punching the clock. You still going to work.
Once I check out here, like you have lost me. Like everything you do pisses me off.
When they check out, you don't get the memo.
You don't find out.
I'm letting you know. Right.
There's no email.
Listen, it's like a deer in headlights.
Home one day.
Ask the last nigga. He don't know what the fuck hit him.
You see the marshals and padlock your door. That's what's happening. Meanwhile, she's gone. She's suffered in silence the entire time and healed and moved on.
Yeah,
I just want to let it be known
she was making you breakfast and coming up with
extremely cowardly. By the way, that's an extremely cowardly thing to do.
It is.
And y'all pussy for that. It's cowardly. You know what I mean? You know
what?
It is. It's incredibly cowardly. I'm completely unaware, and sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with the man being a piece of shit. It's just that when we want to check out, they just do it in a very cowardly way.
But why should I give you the courtesy of letting you know that I have checked out when you didn't give me the courtesy to know that you was going to switch up on me the way that you fucking did?
Well, let's say I didn't
check out on you.
They do this to people that have done them no wrong.
Really?
Lies.
Maybe some of the ones you know. Maybe some of the ones you know. But every female that I know that has checked out,
it happens all the time, because sometimes, you know, women can be non-confrontational. You know, they don't like the idea of, you know, hurting someone's feelings or breaking someone's heart. So what they'll do is they'll take care of their healing and then just move on, so they don't have to
just creep on out the door.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, the women I know that have checked out, it was for a reason, and they hung in there.
Right, but
everything.
Right.
But did they let their partner know that though?
Right. Did they let them know?
Every time they got into an argument, that was a warning.
No, it's
When
not
I
a
bring it up,
warning.
that I
It's not a
when
warning.
I bring it up,
That's an
when I
argument.
bring it up that I caught you, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of every
So
time.
then why not? So then why not just be tired and leave the situation?
Because sometimes when you really love somebody, you really try to make it work, and you thinking that person's gonna change. It's
But
like
then, okay, but then why? Then okay, so if
because I did it. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm glad because I literally.
So in that same vein, if you can say that, you know, that you love that person, then why can't you just let them know it's over?
Because sometimes when you have that mentality, like when you like, all right, I love this person. I don't think I can see myself. Well, you know, you thinking that this person is the one, because sometimes in reality for a lot of women, they don't want to start over. It's draining. It's a lot. So sometimes you really just try to make it work. And there's some women that are gung-ho, just pure.
No, I get that.
Foolish.
You're answering a different question. I'm asking you,
and not let you know that I'm.
That's it.
Leaving
That's
you?
the question I'm asking.
But did you give me the courtesy to let me know
if you are truly done, it should not be a situation where you have to be conniving about leaving the situation.
Because you said this was because you said
just
this was every time.
That means I'm
every
set
time.
up.
Right, but it's absolutely conniving though, because you know you're not preparing the other person. You know, you're not.
Did I get prepared when I got doled out?
Did you stay?
That means you had a choice. He just found out by just walking into the situation and you were gone.
Like, mute your mics. I don't like this.
Just saying.
I feel attacked.
Look, Fatima, if you out there, your friend need help.
I feel attacked. All right, y'all got that one, but I still don't think it's cool and conniving. It's just
cool and conniving.
It is.
I don't care anymore. The same way you decided not to care about all the stuff.
No. If you stay, right, you're kind of implying indirectly that there's a certain level of forgiveness that you've applied to the situation. You know, now if that's not the case, that is now your responsibility, not his. So if you're preparing yourself to leave the situation and he's unaware, and meanwhile you're out going on dates and you're doing this and you've mentally checked out and he's completely, let's just say
see, now I ain't say all of that, like going on dates and it just happened.
Let's just say for the sake of argument, he's now trying to atone for that. Let's just say it was one indiscretion. He's now trying to atone for that, change behavior. But you've already checked out, right? And
then you should have left at that moment. I get you right there.
You know,
I get you.
And now you've checked out. He's completely unaware.
Right.
And now you've checked out. And now he gets he gets an eviction notice.
Taking you on trips,
That's
buying
cool.
bags, trying to be the right man.
See, now y'all talking about like semi good dudes that just fucked up.
No.
I'm talking about dog ass niggas.
I'm just saying.
This sounds like a decent person that just had a little slip and.
Okay, let's just say they're indecent. I still think that it's something. If they're indecent, then you should give less of a fuck about how they feel, and definitely let that
word and get
absolutely
away.
Right. You are absolutely right.
You should definitely let it be known. But you know, if there's one thing that I learned, you know, going through things like that, if you stay, it's not the other person's fault; it's yours.
It's your fault. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I don't blame anything that happened to me in any situation that I was in on anybody but myself.
Especially if you stay and you still bring up what they've done, that's just what's the point of quote unquote forgiving them? If you plan on bringing it up,
when you do stay, it's an implied
that you're forgiving
indirectly
what they're doing, right?
You're saying I'm willing to accept it. It was fucked up, but I'm willing to accept.
I want to say this is Fatima in the building. Not too sure. Welcome to Fuck Back sounds like her.
Yeah, that might be her.
Fatima, you left your friend out to dry. I guess this is payback for her not inviting you to the trip. I got you.
Yeah, they just what?
Oh yeah,
we ain't forget about that.
We still going back to that because she was invited.
Yeah, we forget about that.
We ain't forget about that.
Yeah, she left you out there high and dry.
Don't do that because she was invited. She was a part of it and everything.
Got the invite, but they changed the dates.
Look, if that is, then yeah, you can't be in the big room no more. Yo, but if that is her, man, shout out to y'all. We definitely miss you, for sure. But yo, so fitting that Mike decided to take off his jacket, because we're gonna let him sweat for a little bit.
No.
We're gonna jump, but we gonna
make me sweat. You can try.
We love the energy. We love it. We're gonna jump into a quick maybe about a 10-15 minute break. And then when we come back after this DJ Bdolla Mini mix, we're gonna put Mike on the hot seat. But for one time, I'm gonna
pull that seat right off. I got ice
one time.
Name,
one time for the one time, Model Citizen J, would you please do us the honors of introducing what's coming up?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Well, matter of fact, children, y'all need to be asleep right now because y'all probably got school tomorrow. So parents, listen, get the adult beverages, get the adult recreational activities and stuff like this. Tomorrow is Friday. It is RTJ the brand. We kicking off for the weekend. It's been a whole 30 days since we've been here. So we know you got the vibe. We got the energy. You see Miss Dom getting you guys hyped up and ready. Because right now, the DJ Bdolla Mini mix is going down right about now.
I don't appreciate nothing.
No.
I don't appreciate
No,
nothing.
you don't.
Man, take a look at that car. Take a look at that car. It's too many for me to handle. They all going to the
DJ
party.
Bdolla say he's gonna do a freestyle right now.
Nah, none of that.
Let's go.
Y'all already know what it is. Taking it to the island vibes on this.
Start down on the
She don't care if she and him fight or if him drive the car and stop line. The only man she want, the only man she want, yeah. Our man says she very special, yeah, very special. I get a dry line, and I lie. So I'm up on the front line, all night. If we buy her the world in a start, the house and the car. Still she won't give me the thing in the restroom and bar. Hey, she willing for one for the pool, willing to give me anywhere for the
You already know Thursdays and Friday here. RTJ the Podcast. Every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Tap in Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Everybody that's rocking with us. He's going for a month, but we back now. Citizen J in the building. Let's dive in the building. We got the Ice Mike in the building. Shout out Afro Punk. Post Mode. Check them out. Every Wednesday. Taking up the island on y'all. Let's go. It's your boy DJ Bdolla in the building. RTJ the brand all day, every day. Let's go.
Beer buckle shape no ready for the video yet. Barrow clothes gal them no ready for the video yet. Rip it clothes gal no ready for the video yet. Belly gal them no ready for the video. Wait. Them no ready for the video yet. Wait. She no ready for the video yet. Wait. Them no ready for the video yet. Wait. Them no ready for the video. You look good, gal. I your man and my you. Now if find the video man find you. Walk out, gal, a one man at you. Now if find the video man find you. Kingsley Cooper, a pulse for sign you. Now if find the video man find you. Review a gal and tell her get behind you. Now if find the video man. Your face cute, but for your one no up there. Video like a shine, gal, see the dopey a dope there. Oh, me no see them a broke out and broke way. Video like a shine, you see the dopey a dope there. But when like me, you see them try cut way. Video like a shine, gal, see the dopey a dope there.
You know, pull up in my big fat black Cadillac. Hear some boy and make some big chat. Drive by, that's how where them get fat. Feed him on the board, them can't take where you black. Beat bling dark, and me you say him strap. With a big fat black and the clip well intact. See you can hear play, make we come off of that. Them a baller, we a real top. So no boy can't make we run left Jamaica. No boy can't make we cut left the India. A beer top come from Jamaica. I be a weed man come from Jamaica. And we born rich man in a Jamaica. And we born Yamatan in a Jamaica. I be a hot girl come from Jamaica.
Yes, I just the blessing. I just the blessing. Father God blessing. Well, more blessing. I just the blessing.
Like y'all said, you're a rock.
I just the blessing.
The DJ Bdolla Mini mix of the week.
Them can't stop
RTJ
me.
the brand, we in the building.
I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed.
Thank you to the Island
When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest. Every day of my life I am blessed. Give me up, me say me praise God straight. Make money, money is us. Fun bad mind. God knows me. Me love woman. Me father him. That's why me born. Enough of them a try stop me fly past them straight. One heap of them a wicked, so what them in a rate. You know them want back the little food from me plate, but I got over devil a hell fit them straight. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest. Every day of my life I am blessed. It's a sun breasting. It's a sun breasting. Left side love the breasting. Left side love the breasting. It's all about the breasting. See, I love the breasting. I love breasts. I love breasts every day of my life. I love breasts. When I wake up in the morning, my mouth is on the breast. Every day of my life, I love breasts. Me love breasts straight, suck breasts straight, squeeze nipple straight, icky the titty straight. The time must cool 'cause the girl the nipple straight. If a boy not like breasts, you know that boy they not straight. Me have a rasta empress when me call highly breast. But off the breast, you 'cause she did a hide the breast. Rub it down like me a olive oil the breast. Me no business if she use money buy the breast. It's a breasting, you know what me mean. That girl they have the breast one I've ever seen. Lick the titty like a silicone ice cream. Sneeze girl, breast you. I love breasts. I love breasts every day of my life. I love breasts. When I wake up in the morning, my mouth is on the breast. Every day of my life, I love breasts. Me love breasts straight, suck breasts straight, squeeze nipple straight, icky the titty straight. The time must cool 'cause the girl the nipple straight. If a boy not like breasts, you know that boy they not straight. The titty tough up me body, the titty tough up me body, tough up me body, the titty tough up me body, titty tough up me body, the titty tough up me body.
Shout out everybody on the chat right now. This is DJ Bdolla.
No linger, no linger, no linger, no linger, no linger. Them dancing style all updated like tinga. Tinga, come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your
7
finger.
p.m. on Twitch. Tap in, let's go.
Them dancing style all outdated like tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger. Everybody pray on yourself. All the girl them way up out of your wind down window. But man a dance we no want see no hinder. Girl alone we want in a we when we a linger. So we step to Linda. Everybody a do it. From the kids them to the dancers to the thugs them in the street. Move your foot them to the left and to the right. Nobody cheat. Watch your bunty them a mix the linger with the gully creep. Things say Ellie, oh him so serious when them a dancing style all outdated like tinga. Ding dong, come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your finger. No linger, no linger. Them dancing style all outdated like tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger. Everybody do the no linger. Dance and step out. So you do the no linger. With your foot them a stretch out. So you do the no linger. Who can't do it get out. So you fi do the no linger. No linger, no linger, no linger, no linger. Sunday, now stop linger all night till it done day. Bring the fun, we take it round a uptown Monday. See the girl them a broke out a wine and a go down there. The dance make everybody a come there. Dancing style all outdated like tinga. Ding dong, come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your finger. No linger, no linger. Dancing style all outdated like tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger.
Almost anything I would do, I'll never be untrue. So just give it up, baby girl. I've been wanting you from the first day. Daydreaming of you makes me hallucinate. Girl, I want your body to undress her. Alleviate the pain and make her bedtime better. More or less her, anyone she prefers. She like it when I turn around and make it wetter. She knows that I got it, I made it my habit to make her dance and sing like Janet. I won't have it for dinner like Travis. So baby girl, I've been wanting you from the first day. Daydreaming of you makes me hallucinate. Girl, I want your body, I'm willing to meet your mommy. You got the remedy to make me feel so great.
I know that she loves me, the way that she touched me, and the way that she carried me on. She knows that it turns me on. She knows that I love her, the way that I touch her, and I know that it turns me on. The way that I carry on. I know you like it when I give you rough sex. Bend over, let me hold it from your neck. Piss me off and let me get upset. I bet you know what's gonna come next. No foreplay, no kiss, no caress. Up on my shoulder where you gonna put your legs. We're gonna have the best make-up sex. The way that she touched me, the way that she carried on. She knows that it turns me on. She knows that I love her, the way that I touch her, and I know that it turns me on. The way that I carry on, yeah. Then I'ma give you what you want now, mama. Don't you make it scream, no bother with the drama. Don't tell me to rip it cause I'm gonna give you a few styles from Chicago. Saran is the name, will you scream it? Bite my chest, let me know that you feel it. The best night of your life, best night of mine. The way that she touched me, the way that she carried on. She knows that it turns me on. She knows that I love her. The way that I touch her. Alright, that's enough. Them don't really want me to be far. Them don't want me driving on a grease car. Them want to love my face with scar. But my pussy wall, make me tell you this. Now fight you with no knife, myself and now fight with no fist. You try to bring me down, you little dirty pessimist. Me I know that can't go exist, I'm gonna kill you. With me lyrics, now on a pussy wall, friendship is I gonna forget from my nerves. But me now I wanna forget. A straight intelligence and intellect work hard. So you can't stop what we forget, yeah. Them can't stop my food. Them can't drop me out. Them can't fix me up. Dirty, dirty, bad mind, pussy wall, make me tell you this. Now fight you with no knife, myself and now fight with no fist. You try to bring me down, you little dirty pessimist. Me I know that can't go exist, I'm gonna kill you. With me lyrics, tell you this. Now fight you with no knife, myself and now fight with no fist. You try to bring me down, you little dirty pessimist. Me I know that can't go exist, I'm gonna kill you. Through my born from my mother with a oscillate mind. No hate when you see me oscillate mind. Always ready from my oscillate time.
You are rocking with the DJ Bdolla Mini mix of the week. We're gonna be back in just a second. We got Keith Mike in the building. He's gonna be on the hot seat. Let's go. Model Citizen J, Big Dime in the building. It's your boy DJ Bdolla. Let's go.
Down your little dirty pessimist. Me I know that can't go exist, I'm gonna kill you. With me lyrics, tell you this. Now fight you with no knife, myself and now fight with no fist. You try to bring me down, you little dirty pessimist. Me I know that can't go exist, I'm gonna kill you.
We're still accepting donations, cash app,
alright, that's enough. That's enough, that's enough.
Basketball, let's go.
Them don't really want to see me reach far. Them don't want me driving on a grease car. Them want to love my face with scar. Dirty bad mind, pussy wall, make me tell you this. Now fight you with no knife, myself and now fight with no fist. You try to bring me down, you little dirty pessimist. Me I know that can't go exist, I'm gonna
every man if I come along. Go for your sun tan inna the summer sun. If you want bleach, go back home. Go for your umbrella 'cause the sun a burn. The young girl them a bring it on. In a bikini them in a pretty tongue. You know for shy girl bring it come. If you have a fool man get it on. Both more may come from me now. Pretty girl does a pose like them you know. And the tongues them a rub them down you know. Inna the shade with straight vibes from me now. Uptown full of fun you know. RTJ we are going now. Cherry Garden, Dream Weekend coming now. Minsboro, Jackson, Smash I got done you know. Oh, here we go. Summertime is here, you know. It's a holiday. School is closed, we feel the vibes you know. Summertime in a Portmore, summertime in a Kingston, summertime in a country, summertime in a summertime. 90 degrees in the shade, temperature turn up. White tea tan till skin burn up. Black gal a rub till vein come up. Tattoo time coloring book turn up. Man a roll out bicycle bike, you know see. Man a roll out car and the truck and the jeep. You walk foot dogs, them strolling. Grab a gal body and start rolling. The party them going all night long, like through the day. Me just see a pretty skin can with De Niro and TJ. Oh, here we go. Summertime is here, you know. It's a holiday. School is closed. We feel the vibes, you know. Summertime in a Portmore. Summertime in a Kingston. Summertime in a country. Summertime in a my city.
Yep. So we back. That was the mini mix of the week. We took you to the island vibes on that one. There you go. There go Model Citizen J. We back in full effect, y'all. So hope
it made
y'all
me feel like I
enjoyed
was
that
back
little
on
bit of a break.
vacation.
Look, here she go again. Here she go. Wifey in the building. Look, y'all. You're not gonna see it again. Y'all better screenshot because y'all never gonna see her again. But shout out to
Don't
Wifey.
do that.
Look, I know you probably been watching, but she been blowing you up all show. You did the damn thing for her birthday, so we jealous and all that.
God,
we giving her flowers.
in
relax
the
over there.
on a
Relax.
spaceship. We
No,
heard.
because you said blowing her up. I'm like, blowing her up, huh?
Yeah, blowing up and relax over here. She didn't let us know any dirt this time, so you don't gotta, get her in trouble. It's all right. Oh man, but nonetheless, again, that was the DJ Bdolla Mini Mix of the week. Hope y'all enjoyed that. But without further ado, we got the special guest Geek Life Mike in the building. Once again, shout out to Afro Punks. Y'all can check them every Wednesday on the Culture Code, 7 p.m. on Twitch. Get all your tech, hip-hop, gaming information that you need at its best. Make sure y'all tap in to that. But without further ado, Mr. Geek Life Mike, you are on this week's hot seat. So we're going to kick it off proper like a little something like this.
Hot air, so hot in here, so hot air.
Why is it so hot in here? Ah!
So we have conjured up 5 questions for you. Now, randomly, sometimes, even though we have the questions already generated and ready to go, if someone gets something in the middle of their mind, they want to just pop on screen and say, hey, you know what? I got a bonus question for you. They'll throw it out there. The goal is to at least get you to not answer maybe at least 2 questions. And if that ends up happening, you unfortunately have the daunting task of recording a video of yourself proclaiming to the world, I, Geek Life Mike, got burned on the hot seat on RTJ the Podcast, and let the world know you couldn't cut
We got to fix that wording.
I
got
you know
burned
what?
on the hot. You got to fix it.
First of all, shout out, wifey. We missed you too as well.
We missed you too. We appreciate you.
But we missed you too because we feel your presence. We feel your presence right there.
Week after week.
But as you did point that out, that I got burned does sound crazy, but that's the whole point, right? Because if it sounds crazy, what man wants to go on the internet talking about I got burned?
Wait. You got to say I got burned on hot seat on RTJ the brand. You got to fill in the whole complete sentence.
Like y'all gonna do it the way
we use might be something different.
Yeah, we might have to chop it up. Nah. Well, we want some of the guests to come back, so we won't go too crazy. Because y'all could do it like Model Citizen J did. He had a whole symphony and orchestra playing in the background.
Listen, I did it right.
He was on the dock of the bed, his hair out.
I had the hair out. I was looking hurt.
Yeah, the man don't drink. He had the 40 ounce with him and all that. So
looking hurt.
Take it to heart. But nonetheless, Model Citizen J, Miss Dime, are y'all ready to go?
Yo, TTG.
Yes.
Okay, Geek Life Mike, are you ready to go?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're gonna start you off real light with this first question.
You should go the other way. Start off heavy.
What is your biggest pet peeve or turn off during sex?
Biggest pet peeve or turn off during sex? I don't know if I really have one. I mean, I think if we got to that point, pet peeves are kind of out of the window. I can't have one now.
That is true.
If I did all that politicking and I got your panties off. You can't complain now. I mean, I don't know if I have a pet peeve. I mean,
okay, we can accept that. We can accept that.
I mean,
like just something that you just can't take. Like it's just like, all right, don't do that. Like,
all right, I'll say what if there's something that I don't like. I would say, and it's not that even I don't like it. I just think it's not necessary. A chick who throws it back a little too hard, like we're not playing football. You know, like I get it. I get it. You're involved. You can throw it back.
You're engaged in the situation.
Yeah, I get it. Like,
you're here.
I get it. You're present.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I could be here. But the goal is to keep me on the bed, not knock me off of it. So, ladies,
calm down. You gotta relax.
It's the same thing like a dude who's thrusting entirely too hard. Like, it's like, are you trying to break my ribs?
Yeah, like, that's annoying.
Like, I would say that I've had cases where I'm like, yo, if this bitch don't chill,
I'm out.
And I do apologize for the word bitch. It's just I'm just trying to give you some context.
Sorry.
Next.
All right. Next question. It's like a twofer. So part A to that is there a lady of interest for Geek Life Mike?
At the moment?
At the moment.
No.
Okay.
Damn, that was
there.
You're right. You just dubbed that.
No.
Now is there?
So, wait. So that goes back to the earlier question, ladies. If you thought he was feeling you, no.
No. It's not that either. It's not that either. It's not that either. I'm open to it, but you got to understand. Like I'm in my 40s. Dating is not that easy. It's not that I haven't been on dates. It's just that there hasn't been cohesion, right? It hasn't, there's been connection in other things, but then, when you get to my age, then, you're going to be dealing with women who have children. You're going to be dealing with women who have careers. So like the last woman I dated, she was a teacher, and, it was hard for us to connect because she also had a child. Not a very young child. He was about 8 or 9, but, she had a child and then she has a career. So, it's kind of a tough balance to strike. And then when it gets harder is that, I can't date too young, and then because now everybody's looking at you like the creepy dude. Like, even if you're dating a woman like 30, and people say, so
look, as long as we're not Tiger levels, yeah.
Nah, I'm just saying, but it's hard. It's hard to strike that. It's hard to strike that balance, and you can't date too young. You don't, it depends on your situation. Like if you're an older man, you want to have children, you got to go a little younger, because pregnancies get complicated. I mean, yes, medicine has changed drastically and things can change, but I guess for a safer pregnancy, you would want to go a little bit younger, but then what's too young? You're like, if you're 40 and you're dating someone 30, people will kill you for that. Not that I give a shit, but
10 years is not that bad.
It's not, but maybe not to you, but to some people,
society,
it's a generation. It's a generation's worth of years. Your life experiences are very different. Like if I grew up in the 90s, if I grew up in the 90s and you grew up in the 2000s, our life, it's just 10 years, but our life experiences are very different.
Very different. Yeah.
And that's just 10 years. Right. So imagine if you're like 44 and you're trying to date a woman who's 31,
Like put your situation down. You just said it. I just turned 30, where the rest of us in the room was like, damn, son, what was I doing back in 30?
Like, yo, Dan, I'm not even gonna hold you. This is my birthday month. I turned 42 this month.
But there's also for me, I'm at a point in my life where I'm now looking for purpose. I've been Brian, I was in a long-term relationship for like 15, 16 years.
Wow.
And then right after that, it was like another one for like 4 years, and I fucked that one up. So, so now like this is like the first time where I've actually begun to take care of myself and kind of do the things that I want to do now.
Mm-hmm.
if it happens, it happens. It doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I've gotten to that level of acceptance.
You're okay with it, right?
Now, Mike out here now talking about play my theme music.
Don't get it twisted though. The filth factor is still high.
Now, being that the filth factor is still high, we need to know. You told us your biggest pet peeve is a chick who throws it back too aggressively.
Right.
Now, is there any young lady that you would like to name that threw it back too aggressively, and you would like to let her know? Okay, I think we got one person who's not answering.
We got one. We got
one strike on hot seat.
Look.
No. But see, no. That shouldn't count as a strike. You asking me to put somebody's business out there.
That's the hot seat, brother.
You said
no.
You said you're gonna cool it off.
No. That's not cool.
Yo, here go the funny part. As model citizen J asked Mike, that, that was a part of going to be part of my next question.
Mike, you know, I'm gonna let it be what's so funny. I'm usually not the one to answer that question. I would totally be like you.
Should answer that.
Wait. I would totally be like you, but for the simple fact I'm not on hot seat this week. Oh, I'm gonna ask that question.
You got shit.
I know.
We're gonna keep that in mind.
With all due respect,
remove that question from the hot seat.
Wait. All due respect, I'm glad you had enough honor and respect not to answer that question.
Because you know what that's like?
I appreciate that.
That's like a chick you're dating sends you some nudes or a picture in her underwear and you show your man.
Yes.
What the fuck
is not classy. It's not classy at all.
It's bitch assness. That was
you.
Yes.
You're cool with your man undressing the chick that you're dating with his eyes now, and he's gonna do it unconsciously.
Thank you. Because I don't even like it when women do it. Like honestly, it's not like I get it.
We're gonna take a vote right now.
That should not count.
But we're gonna take a vote right now. Does that count as a strike, y'all?
That should not count as a strike.
I say it counts as a strike.
Somebody's business.
I feel like y'all would do it to me, so I'm gonna just.
You damn right. You damn right.
Wait.
Y'all would do it to me. So
you counted as a strike. Dom, you counted as a strike.
You know what's so crazy? Because Dom want to play middleman right now, but she did the same shit to us, and we both had to do the same time.
Y'all accepted that. I'm not y'all.
We'll let it rock. We'll let it rock.
Now here, look. I'm gonna put a feeler out, right? Because I had a question similarly along the same lines where I said, give us a time where you had a trash sexual experience as an adult. Who was it with and why was it trash?
I'm not going to give you who it was with. You're never going to get that out of me. But you're never going to get that out of me. Because understand if I'm cool with this person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like word that you're doing now.
If you could give us,
we totally understand.
I get it.
If you can give us the second half of that question, we'll count it.
What was the second half?
The second half of it was give us a time where you had a trash sexual experience as an adult. Why was it
and
trash?
what made it trash?
You know what You know what can make coochie trash aside from the coochie itself? Okay, listen. It's the same thing that for a woman can make D trash, aside from the D itself. When you oversell it, you know what I mean? When you oversell it, like, you know, I've had women that have oversold box.
Oh, Jesus, you ain't never lied.
I gave you a lemon.
And it's like when you go buy a used car, you look at the pictures on the website, leathers and big rims and, you know, all that. They show you a picture of a Lexus and it's $5,000, and then you go there, the Lexus from like 1990. You know what I'm saying? So technically they didn't lie.
It's like ordering off a Fashion Nova, and you need the body that goes with the dress, like the bitch that had it on.
You know what I mean?
Pretty girl on Jamaica Ave.
Yeah, so it's like, I think that's what's made it, you know, trash aside from the coochie. And that has happened more than the coochie itself actually being trash, because I figure like, all right, I'm already here, so I'm gonna make this work somehow, some way.
I'm already in it, so
I'm already present.
Throw some fingers in there, something. I gotta make this work. But a lot of I've had a situation
jumper cable.
You know? They've always, I'm gonna do this and this, that. Then they go there and be a straight up and down. You know, they talk all this crazy shit. Then when you get down to it, now they shy.
Nothing.
Oh, now you shy. Oh, you thought I was joking when I said I was gonna eat your ass. I already did that. What's happening? Now you done got shy on me. So that, you know, yeah, that's happened to me. That happened to me not long ago. Oversold the coochie. You know what I mean? Oversold it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it wasn't the premium package.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it was missing channels. Like I didn't get HBO and
It was missing channels.
Yeah. I didn't get HBO and Cinemax.
Wait, hold up. So you know we're gonna take it back to.
I just got New York 1. That was it.
So we're gonna take it back to the old school television. You had to change the knob. It was made a few channels on the knob.
Look, he had to push the knob and to fix the static that's going on there.
Yeah. It was just the cable wire in the back of the TV, no box.
With tape on it.
Oh man!
Like how you change it. Some channels would come on and some
you couldn't even change the channel. You just had to go until you find the channel you want.
Look at that. It was that burnout box, and when they catch you, the shit say
not even the burnout. There's no box. Cable in the back of the TV.
Yo, remote didn't have no numbers on it. It just went up and down.
You know, like
it just went up and down. You just kept going up.
Like
yo, son. Do y'all remember the hot box though? When they catch you and they send the signal and they go
E3.
Forget
about the hot box. There's no box. It's just the cable in the back of the TV. That's it.
He's just flicking.
Like I said, I'm just here.
Yeah. You can't even look at the camera in the lobby. It's nothing.
One more question.
Just got the wire.
That poor lady.
Look.
Oh Jesus!
Oh man,
that was funny.
So I guess we kind of know. I guess we kind of know the answer to this next question. If you could make one person disappear, who would it be and why?
You muted yourself.
You trying to get something disappear?
They said me, nigga.
Nobody.
Everybody served a purpose. Whether it was to my detriment or to my or it was positive. Everybody served a purpose. You know, you need fucked up relationships, man. You know, contrary to popular opinion, man, you need fucked up relationships because they tell you what you don't want.
Character.
You know, they tell you exactly what you don't want.
You got to know what you don't like to understand.
You got to know what you don't like, man. You know, there's no better teacher than failure. No better teacher. So to me, nobody. Everybody served a purpose.
Look, right now, I just want to put a disclaimer out right now. What y'all getting? Were the many nights outside with my brother here, schooling me to the game when I was on the come up. So some of the knowledge he would drop. And then after he say that, now go upstairs and go give her the deals and let me know what happened.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
My.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean,
is this really the hot seat? This is
look. But here's the warning I put out to them though, right? Because outside of having, you know, the respect, you know, that you have and wouldn't answer certain questions for a reason. But I told them, I said, there's probably not many questions out there that he won't answer.
No,
because he's off the cuff with it. But Dom, you look like you had something that might have popped.
Yeah, you ain't asked a goddamn question
because he's calling you out right now.
I mean,
usually her friends like to come with the thunder.
Yeah.
I just been chilling.
They be putting us under pressure.
I got.
She's still on jet lag.
All right. So I had two. All right. One. Because I don't know. I feel like because you said this as good as it gets. Oh my!
Look, throw it out there.
Yikes!
No, I'm just trying. No, I'm just basically trying to tell you push the envelope a little bit. Just don't ask me to name names. That's where I draw the line.
Okay. All right. So all right. If there's a girl you really like, whatever, Y'all doing what y'all gotta do. You say you with the shits. That's what it sounds like. It's like you with the shit. If she was into checking your back door, would you stop her? I didn't say penetrate.
He answered that quick. She said, would you stop her?
First of all, with this, it's not going to happen.
Okay, I think that's what the no meant.
You said you.
That's what I said. We had to clarify. I think the no meant is not doing it.
Yes,
No. Wait. Time out. Now, I'm gonna give you the play-by-play of what just happened. Mike answered the question so damn quick he didn't hear the full question.
Right, that's why I said we had to clarify
As soon as you said back door, Mike said no. Right? As soon as you said back door, Mike was like no.
Stop her. He said no.
Yeah, it's not happening. That's what.
And then I said,
"We're not going to do that."
No, Mike.
I didn't say penetration.
No.
Like they booty nibbled on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not one of those.
Nah.
Because they say the gooch and it's close, so they say they don't mind.
Yeah, no, I'm good with my gooch.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna answer that for him. Nah, we ain't doing it.
I know so many men that you gotta be an ass eater. Like you.
That's great for them. Shout out to them.
Salute to them gentlemen.
As far as I'm concerned,
who said some shit like that? Fatima, when she was like her man and them be pegging and shit.
Yeah, she said he won't.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. All right, that's a little crazy.
All right, can I tell y'all a true story? I'm gonna tell you a true story. Like, here's the thing. Here's what made me ultimately stop watching porn. That right there, because now men have gotten in positions in these movies where they're like cocking their legs up.
Absolutely.
They're arching their backs.
Yeah, because there's no family way to get your
how does that how do you
what are you saying like this with one leg up? Like what's happening?
Not only that,
are you doing
not only that. Here's the other thing. That's now state's evidence.
Hey, my sister Jay, don't talk about you got your legs up, boy.
Right. You know what I mean?
Down. Wait, do that. Down. Say what you got to get like
do
this.
you I'm just curious to know. Like, are you on some? Because what manly way is it?
They get into Christopher Columbus.
Let me just say that. I don't consider myself an overly alpha male. I just consider myself masculine, and there's just some things I'm not doing.
Right. That's crazy. That's all the way crazy.
Just like some women, believe it or not, don't like they coochie ate. Some don't like they ass ate, and they don't like anal sex. Me, I just don't like anal play. Even with a female, it's not my bag.
I'm trying to understand.
Now, if she specifically says that's what she wants, then I will oblige. But it's not going to be something where I'm like, yo, baby, let me put it in your ass. Like, it's not my thing. It has to be made to order. You know what I mean?
It had to be verbal. It had to be verbally.
Yes, it has to be verbalized.
First of all, I'm looking at any woman that can stand there and look at your man spread eagle with his ass in the air and his legs spread. There's something psycho about her.
Yeah, she's a sicko.
Like, that's crazy.
It's a lesbian relationship now. It's a lesbian relationship.
All the way.
He says a lesbian relationship.
Yeah, it's a lesbian relationship. I mean, shout out to lesbian relationships, but that's what it is.
Shout out to lesbian relationship.
It is.
With the scissor expert in the room.
Ask yourself a question. If your man is on the bed holding his leg.
Wait. Shout out to the scissor expert in the room.
Shout out to you. I'm just saying it's not the most masculine thing in the world.
Shout out.
I ain't mad at the brothers who that's your thing. That's your thing. Shout out. If you like it, I love it. That's what I say. It ain't for me.
Okay.
Yo, shout out Jasmine Taylor that came through and schooled us. Here goes confirmation because there's no denying right there. So
next question. Gotta tell you, the seat's kind of lukewarm right now.
Okay. Because you said no names. So,
Dom got the last one. Dom, let's bring it hot.
I give it. I mean, I don't know at this point. All right. Do you feel like there's one that has got, there was a girl that got away? If so,
oh, absolutely.
What would you want to say to her right now?
That's complicated. That's complicated. Because
can he get the zoom in? Shit.
It's complicated. It's complicated. It's complicated because it was right girl, wrong time. So I don't know how I would even start that conversation if I'm being completely honest. I mean, you know, it's a situation that I really fucked up, and I ended up hurting somebody's feelings because my feelings were still hurt and I hadn't healed. So how do you begin to start that conversation? I mean, other than, you know, an apology. I mean, I would start there.
I like that.
You know, but it's a lot more complex than that. You know, because it was over a period of time.
So you're going.
If I'm being completely honest, it's probably my biggest regret. One of my biggest regrets.
So we're gonna backtrack. You're going like we said earlier in the show. You're gonna ask for an apology, see if you can meet up, and if she got another man, oh well.
No, what I would probably do is I would not put that on her. You know, because that's a hell of a thing to put on somebody. It would have to be something where she reached out and then I could tell her. I wouldn't impose my will on her, you know, by like sending a letter or anything like that.
You ain't gonna do no Jedi mind trick?
No. I find that to be a little immature and a little cruel. You know, because let's just say she's moved on with her life, and let's just say it's something in her life that was hurtful and traumatic to her, and here I come injecting myself into her life by sending her this heartfelt letter that's now going to stir up feelings that she either A, has gotten rid of, or B, she has thought she's gotten rid of, and now here I come fucking around.
Right.
You know? So unless she reaches out to me, it'd be a situation where I would have to just deal with it as I'm dealing with it now and just charge it to a huge regret in my life and accept that. You know, but other than that, it would have to be a situation where she reached out to me, and then I would start with an apology. You know, that would be it.
That was so mature. I love that.
Very mature.
So mature.
No, that's just where I am now.
That is
you know?
That
usually happens when you cross
40. That I guess this week was a little lukewarm, but I think he made it off the hot seat this week. Unscathed and unharmed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, if the hot seat, the only reason why the hot seat was a little warm is because y'all asking me to put people's business out. and to me, I can't.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I respect that. I respect that.
Honestly,
100%.
I knew
we childish on here.
Listen, we childish, but we also know what questions certain people, what questions people not going to answer. And I knew you wasn't going to answer that, my good brother. Too much honor, too much respect, too much nobility. You know,
I would love to.
Yeah, but it's just out of the respect. I like respect, that you have respect, because certain people would be like, Shaquaja, like just naming names and not giving two fucks.
Right.
And let me just keep it above. Some of those situations, I ain't all good with them, and in one of them we just downright enemies. But even still.
Right. Yeah, that's still respect.
Even still, I mean, I just live by the G code, and I don't break it.
I love that.
That's all.
That part.
So we're gonna switch it up real quick. You know, we got maybe just about 30 minutes left or so. This was a conversation that's been going on for a few weeks. You haven't really heard too much about it as of recent, but as I'm well aware, or we all should be aware, everyone in the room should know about the untimely situation with PNB Rock. You know, about a month ago or so, I want to say. So if you've been living under a rock and don't know the story, he was out in LA at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. He got rolled on by a couple of people and unfortunately was gunned down, and have his a robbery attempt ended in him getting shot and dying at that location. Why I felt the need to really bring this conversation up was me being a little bit upset at some of the remarks that were being made about the situation as a whole. The main focus that was being pointed out in this situation was the fact that, one, there was a lot of bashing of the young lady he was with, that she shouldn't have posted the location. We also got the same backlash about him also posting the location of where you are. We got stories about, hey, you know the part of LA you were in. You should not be wearing that type of jewelry. You should not be having, going out on the town without security because of who you are. And I actually started to get kind of upset with that because rightfully so, in the day and times that we live, yes, we know we have to move a certain way in this day and age. But what pissed me off was the fact that that was the only thing I was seeing. Not so much talking about the fact that some bum ass rolled up on him, robbed him, and killed him. And to me, you making those statements in turn to me sound like you're saying what he did is okay or what he did doesn't matter because he shouldn't have posted this location or he shouldn't be wearing this jewelry. My take on it was the simple fact that if I'm out here and I bust my ass and I'm doing something great and I get wealth from this, why the fuck should I have to hide it because of some bum asses that don't want to get up and do nothing with their life?
Because that's human nature.
Yeah, right.
You got the have and the have-nots.
Right. My thing is the not us being able to focus on the mindset that the world is okay with someone coming out and saying, you know what, today I want to rob somebody for their shit. And we're not having a discussion about that. That should have been one of the main focuses of that conversation. Why do we feel as a culture that it's okay that if I don't have and you do, and I can come up with whatever excuse that I have, that it's okay for me to get up and say, give me your shit, and us as society go, hey, you should have just gave it up. Yeah, but why is that the mindset that we live in? That was okay, and the answer to that was just give it up, or don't post your location, or hide the success that you work for. I think that's fucking crazy.
I mean, it's a very multi-layered conversation because it's not black and white,
right?
And you can have as many takes on the situation as you want. It doesn't change what it is,
right?
And the thing about it is, we can also admit that while we love P&B Rock, we can also admit that he made some mistakes, and that's
Absolutely.
not to say indirectly at all that he's responsible for his own demise. Of course, I'm not saying that, but I am saying that he's an intelligent brother, and whether we like it or not, you got to respect the hood and respect the poor, and just because there are people who don't have, you shouldn't let them know that you have. And it's so hard to say that without making him indirectly responsible, which I'm not, but it really is that kind of a situation. When you get to a certain, I mean, think about this, Bdolla. Why did you leave New York? Because you wanted something better for yourself, and you wanted to escape certain things that existed here that you knew somewhere else it wouldn't exist.
Right.
I don't think it's a situation that you would bring yourself back into because now your circumstances are different. You have children now. You have a wife, and things have changed. So there's no reason for me to be in a certain element, And I think this is just one of those things that unfortunately, when you get to a certain place, there's just certain things you just can't do anymore.
Right.
You just can't. It's no different than when you get married, you got to give up your bitches. There's certain things you just can't do anymore as a married man. There's certain things you just can't do anymore as a parent, now raising children. And the same thing is applicable to when you become financially wealthy or well off or financially comfortable, and I'm talking in terms of millions. There's just certain things you just shouldn't do. And going back to the hood is one of those things. Unfortunately, we all want to come back and, be where our roots are and, and things of that nature. And it's admirable, but, there's got to be a consciousness about, if just remembering why you left and why you worked so hard to get out of it. You know what I mean? There's just certain things you just can't do anymore. And I think once we understand that, and get rid of the keep it real mindset, that'll save, a lot of lives. And, the second part of it is attention is a hell of a drug.
Right.
Attention is a hell of a drug. I mean, think about the things that people put on Instagram. I mean, it's just fucking stupidity.
Bananas.
Like it's stupid. Like, you know, they'll be in the hospital and they'll post their IV. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And that fucking band.
You know, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know, they'll break up and they'll record a video of themselves crying. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I will never understand that.
What is wrong with you? You know, someone dies and you have to, you know, announce it on social media. Why? A press conference is not required. Go mourn. Mourn. Deal with your family. Deal with your life. What the fuck is going on here? You know, people do ridiculous things just for the sake of being noticed. It's weird. It just is. And things like this happen when you do weird shit.
Right.
You know? Keep certain things private. You know, you get wealthy, you make money. You know, there's certain things you just can't do anymore. Period. And I think once we grasp that, you know, we'll save a lot of headaches, a lot of stress, a lot of lives, and a lot of relationships will be saved. Right. Because a lot of things get misunderstood on social media, and relationships end, friendships end. You know what I mean? You know, it's just that simple, and that's just my take on it. I mean, I spoke on this on the Culture Code. We spoke on it very briefly, and we all kind of came to the same conclusion. You know, just certain things you just can't do anymore when you get to a certain place, whether it's a relationship, a marriage, you become a parent, you become a teacher. You know, you can't sleep with your students. You become a grown-up. You can't have sex with children. There's just certain things you can't do anymore.
Right.
You know, it's just a part of the process. You know, and that's really my answer. You know what I mean?
Don, what's your take on that? I actually had a follow-up to that, but I want to get y'all your thoughts on it.
No, I definitely agree. I'm not gonna lie, when it like first happened, because it all did seem a little weird at first. I posted, I said I pray, you know, that, you know, his baby mother didn't have anything to do with that, because women, I've seen some conniving shit. Like, I've seen girls get niggas killed because they calling a brother knowing they gonna still go back to a nigga, you know, like, and then the brother get killed or the boyfriend get killed. Like, I've seen women do fucked up shit. So I didn't know. You never know what's going through somebody's like head. So I was like, I pray by, you know, her posting that didn't, you know, cause that, because some people do be literally watching. I know for me, if I post a place, better believe I'm not even there no more. Like, I'm not posting when I'm there in the moment. All those videos are gonna be old. You pop up, you're not gonna find me. So like, those things can be dangerous, but it is unfortunate that they were already there in that parking lot, which is weird because it's like they were already there, and it's like you seen him. It was like you were prepared for it. So that's what threw me off, because you had a gun already in the parking lot. Like, was y'all trying to rob somebody else? Like, I think that's what like really, really threw me off. So y'all just sticking out a Roscoe's or wherever they was at parking lot, waiting for somebody to, like, who were you looking for? Like, were you just gonna rob anybody? Were you gonna rob a white person? Like, what was your target? And then it's like you just happen to see a rapper, and you know,
it's probably really that simple.
Right.
It's probably really that simple. I don't know if it was this concerted effort that they're making out to be like strategically planned. But guess what, man? You know, if you hungry, eventually you're gonna find food.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, and I think it made me more sad that it was technically a kid, a child. I heard they were young. And then the father, and I heard the mother got implicated in it. Like,
the stepmom.
Now the whole family going down because what?
For nothing.
Because y'all
nothing. They did something. You know,
but I'm just saying in the totality of the situation, it was like,
happen.
Okay,
right. Yeah, like that was like that. Literally, you did all of that for what? Like, that literally did not have to happen. You took somebody's life, took somebody's son, took somebody's father, and now you're gonna spend like, was it worth it? Like,
no, it never is.
You get no reward out of that. Like, you didn't even get off scot-free for a little while. Like, you know, a year they looking for you. Like, you was caught wild fast. Like,
right,
you're a munch. You're a do-rag.
But Miles Citizen J, what's your take?
Pretty much what everybody else is saying on the round table. I believe once you reach a certain level of success, there's certain things you cannot do. Okay, there's certain areas you cannot visit. There's certain places you cannot go. As much as you want to have that mentality of keeping it real is taking care of your family and making sure that you're protected and making sure that you're good. You put yourself in a position to remove yourself from that environment for whatever reason you decided to get out of that environment. Okay, you knew while you was living in that said environment the things that went on. You looked at people who came from outside your community who looked better than you, who might have better things than you as an opportunity. You might have. Okay, so why would you want to put yourself in a position to go back? I like the quote that Andre 3000 said, man, spaceships take off. They don't have rear view mirrors. They just keep going forward. It's okay to look back. It's okay to give back to the community, to the less fortunate, but that doesn't mean you yourself have to be putting yourself in certain positions to look like a target. Okay.
Right.
I never suggest that I'm aware. I'm not going to walk with a pack of steaks in my pocket around hungry wolves and dogs and not expect to get attacked. That just don't make sense. Okay. Just protect yourself. Be aware of what's going on, because unfortunately we have people who make it their profession to hunt and go after other people. Okay, who want to take from people who worked hard. Their hard work comes from snatching other people's items that they worked for. So just be careful in how you move and what you do, because honestly, it can happen anywhere. Because like Don said, why were they sitting in that parking lot? They could have been sitting there, just a robbery of opportunity, just waiting for somebody to come out to get somebody.
And opportunity knocked.
Yep. Right. And unfortunately, at that right moment, at that right time for them, unfortunately, that man was right there, and we saw what took place.
Now, here's always anytime we have this type of conversation, I always ask this as a follow-up question just to get different viewpoints on it. So I'm gonna pose this one to you, Mike. Knowing what we've just established here, knowing this, like you said, there's certain things you cannot do when you get to a certain status. You forget, hey, I did all this to get out of that environment. Why go back? My question to you is, what do you think it will take to ultimately get that mindset out of people to not feel that is the way that we should live, where someone can be successful, but you have the other half that's like, well, I don't have to work hard, and as soon as I get the drop on him, whenever he's slipping, I can just go take that and it's okay. Like, what is it going to take to rework that mindset that there's room, space, money, and time for everybody to go out there and get your ass up and just go do what you need to do?
It's kind of like asking, how do we solve world hunger? It's just one of those things that you don't have a definitive answer for, and it's just one of those things that won't be solved in our lifetimes. Human nature is what it is. People gain success and they want to let everybody know it, even if it's not ill-intended. But people kind of want to let people know that they made it, especially if you come from nothing.
Right.
So, it's always going to happen. What you want to do is just kind of try to mitigate it, but it's always going to happen. I don't think we're ever going to resolve it. I just think there has to be, I think you just got to try to have better people around you. I mean, and it doesn't have anything to do with being rich. When you get to a certain age, just certain things you just don't do. Like when you're a man, you treat, you might treat women one way when you're 18, but when you're 40, you treat women a little differently. You know what I mean? Because you're 40 now.
Okay.
You
bringing tears to
you look at you
no, my
you look at your health differently when you're, hopefully, from when you're 18 until you're and then when you're 40.
Right.
It's just things, you just have to understand that you just can't do anymore. And that just comes with being around good people. Like, when you was coming up, just like me, I had T in them, to tell me certain things, and you had me to tell you certain things. Like, yo, bro, this is wavy. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where you just hope they have good people around them and they take the message. That's it. How do you solve it? You can't. Human nature is going to be human nature, and that's just what it is.
People going to people.
As fucked up, bleak as that sounds, but that's just what
that's the truth.
Cain killed Abel.
And I think a lot of people also feel like they don't want that whole pressure of feeling like you made it, or you don't do nothing for your hood, or you can't come back to your, like, you know, like things like that. Some people really like think about that. They don't want to feel like they forgot where they came from, or they neglected their, you know, their neighborhood, but just because now they're doing something. But I feel like honestly, that's the purpose of trying to make something of yourself.
Do it from a distance.
Yeah, the best
Get out
way,
of there.
the best way to give back to your hood is to give back to your hood. You don't have to be there.
You don't have to be present. You don't
You know?
have to be seen. Your work will be seen for itself.
Do that. Give back. Don't go back.
Exactly, Bdolla. You give back. You don't go back.
Yeah, give back. Don't go back. And that's all it takes.
Because there's always a snake. There's always somebody waiting and hating on you because they feel
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, it should have been me, or oh, like he think he's she, or he think he's a shit. Like it's always a person.
Like, you know, you won't never catch Michael Jordan in his old hood.
Ever.
Let's send some money over. Send somebody over. Start a bank account and get people on that. I don't need to be there. You know who I am.
Right. My work speaks for itself. It's doing. My work is working for me.
And I'm just using him as an example. You know, just to say that.
Right.
You have a name. Your name speaks volumes. So, you know, I would say, if anything, take care of your name, and your name will speak volumes for you.
That's a fact.
Give back and don't go back. That would be
all right. So we coming up on that time. So we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna jump right into one of our favorite segments of the show. Mike, I know you'll appreciate this one.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, 'cause I'm black.
So this segment here, Unapologetically Black, where in this one here, we have some shit that's been on our chest, on our back, shit that just rub us the wrong way. So in this moment here, we now have the stage and the platform to say whatever the fuck we want to feel. I said what I said. You either listen and like it, or you have the option of the left cheek and the right cheek. Kiss my whole entire ass. Because like Miss Dime said, I said what I said. So we got our special guest in the building, Geek Life Mike. We're going to start off with you, my brother. What is something that's just been rubbing you the wrong way that it's about time that you said, you know what, fuck it, this is what I feel?
Kanye West, you a bitch ass nigga. That's what it is. You a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, let's go right to it.
Retweet.
You know, you're a bitch ass nigga. You're a cocksucker. You know, that's what I'm gonna say to that. You know,
that nigga's really a man, like,
man. How dare you, you know, use a term, you know, that I'm not going to repeat, that you know its sole intention, you know, it's to invalidate, you know, black people and the struggle. You know, do you know what WLM means, you fucking fool? You're basically saying that white people in this country have been persecuted to the same degree as black people. America, in itself, its existence is about WLM.
Right.
That's why it exists, to protect that. You dumb motherfucker. So that's what I'm gonna say. That fuck you, Kanye. You a bitch ass nigga, and that's you know, that's what it is, man. Eat a dick, man. Fuck you. So that's what I say to that, man. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know.
Nah.
You don't say sorry for that. This is
about.
Unapologetically Black. This is what you say.
That's the fact. Yeah, we not apologizing.
Yeah, ain't no sorry over here.
No, but
you said what you said.
Nah, we don't do no sorry.
Go ahead and eat a dick. I had respect for you at one point. You know, now I have none. You know, and because you're doing it because you want people to pay attention to you. And
right. And that's the worst part
being
about
a provocateur and intentionally hurtful for something that you yourself don't even realistically believe in. You just know it's attention grabbing, which is far worse than believing it.
Yep.
You know, because if you believe it, you believe it. You know what I mean? You live by it. But
my God.
If you're doing it for attention, that's even worse. You know? And to me, that makes you a sucker. And you know, it's nothing that, you know, your mother, God bless her, would ever stand for. And you know that.
Right.
You know, and that's why you a bitch ass nigga.
And people are trying to justify it by saying
and they suckers too.
On his picture, like he has like this white, like this paper, and they wrote on a thing like, oh, the same people that are getting mad at me for wearing a WLM shirt are the same people that constantly continue to make my ex-wife and her family rich, knowing that
They
they
were
ruined
already
tons.
Right, like what are you
Like,
talking about?
well, continue to make them rich, knowing that they've already ruined tons of black people's lives. They said some shit, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That is
that is a false equivalency. That is what
nothing
about
to do with
is
nothing, right?
That's all that is. That is him saying, you mad? What you mad at me? Why not be mad at her? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the hell with that. Yeah, that's just it. That's my unapologetic black woman. Kanye, fuck you, you a bitch ass nigga. That's
we got it. Kanye, eat a dick.
That part.
Eat a dick.
That's the Miss Dime, what you got?
All right. So this is a little touchy. However, I'm not sure if y'all seen the video of a bunch of green screens walking around New York City
on a train.
Yeah. So I happen to know.
Lord have mercy.
However, I am not excusing what they did. But I personally just don't think that they went around with those intentions, because that's the narrative now, that they went around dressed up like that and doing this and the third. People asking, why would they even dress like that? What do you do? Why did you cheat? And I'm like, that's a thing now. People, a group of friends choose a theme. Like some girls walk around like old ladies. They bar hop. That's the thing. You know you're gonna go viral because you stand out. Especially if you're going around, you being lit. You're gonna stand out, and they're gonna record you in this day and age of fucking social media. The situation happened. I feel like with one of the people, you cannot control what people do. However, you know who you're hanging out with. I feel like this person has literally come a long way. They changed their lives. They used to be fighting, getting shot at, gangbanging, all of this other tacky ghetto shit. I just feel like once you make that decision to change who you are, change how you move, change what you stand for, try to better your life, you got to leave certain people behind. Everybody cannot go with you to what you are trying to become, what you're trying to change, what you're trying to, your goals. Everybody cannot come with you. Stop trying to take those people with you because they cannot fit. And that's why shit goes wrong, because now y'all are on the internet for the wrong shit.
Right.
Like, that's basically my moral. Everybody can't go with you. It's okay if people feel a way. That's it. Sometimes it happens, and that's just it. If people get mad, they wasn't really your friend in anyway. And honestly, you wouldn't have to cut people off if people got with the fucking program. Because if I see my friend getting her shit together and this is what she's trying to do, I don't want nobody around me that's not on that same type of timing as me. So if I see you lazy, I see you a bum, I see you you want to call out of work every day, you want to fucking get in, you got 27 fucking W-2s at the end of the year when it's tax season. Why? It's this is not a thing. What are we doing? What is the goal? Like, everybody cannot go with you. That's just my moral.
Miles and Jay, what we kicking off?
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been in a good space, man. I've been drinking a lot of water, doing a lot of meditation, yoga, tai chi. I'm trying to keep life balanced. But one thing that I've been noticing is that people don't take accountability for things. Everybody likes to point the finger and say, hey, you did this or you did that, and they don't realize they got a thumb and 3 fingers pointing right back at them. Just be accountable for what you do, because many times that you come up with an excuse or a reason as to why you're blaming somebody else, I'm pretty sure there's something you could have done to change the situation. So don't go around blaming the next person. Hey, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault, this person did this person did that. No, look in the mirror and say, what can I do to readjust the situation and make it better for myself? One good thing, like my brother B likes to say, you control the narrative. Okay, you control it. So you can't blame nobody else for anything that goes on. Stop it. Be accountable for what's going on. Log off of social media for a while. Get to know yourself. Be balanced. Get some balance in your life, man. Drink some water. Get in the sunlight. Pick up a new hobby. That you're not going to record and put on social media, and just be accountable for your actions and what you do out here in society, man. Other than that, like I said, man, that's my rant for the week. I'm cooling.
Respect, yo, on that. My gripe is with people P. Diddy Combs. Because
Chill, he's unpausable.
First of all, don't cross your eyes, right? I got a gripe with the fact that how Carisha Please got the motherfucking award for best goddamn podcast with 2.5 ass episodes when you got other shows that's been out for years putting in that work that deserve to win. I do not think Drink Champs should have had to share that award with a goddamn show that just came out. So, in my personal opinion,
agreed.
He cut the check, regardless of what he said. He cut the damn check. I don't even care that both shows are a part of his Revolt family. You cut the check. That's how she got that award. And you also cut the check. That's why your son got that whack-ass song playing on the radio right now, because that shit is trash. To get Kim, to get Kodak Black on the remix, all of a sudden he performed at the awards, and you talking about, I had nothing to do with that. You lying scumbag. You cut the check. That's how she won the award. That's how he on the award show. And I think that was bullshit. Shout out to my brother Nori. Queens is in the building. You should have won that award solely by yourselves. Drink Champs, y'all niggas shit. And that's it.
Period.
That's all I wanted to say, because that shit pissed
that
me
part.
off. I don't even know what the fuck she be talking about on that show anyway. It's bullshit. She shouldn't have got nothing.
You like
hater,
girl?
I don't care.
You wanna fuck me?
I don't care what you call me,
me?
hater, whatever. She shouldn't have won.
No, that's what she. You like girls? You wanna fuck me?
That's
we go together real bad. We go together real bad. Like it's just a bunch of nothing.
Come on, man.
She funny as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the show has potential, but she shouldn't have gotten that.
And it's no knock on what it will grow to. Like I watched maybe one episode, and I only watched it when Diddy was on there because I want to see what the fuck he was going to say. But you know, it has potential to be something because you know people coming there giving you the sex tips, whatever the gossip, if that's what you want. But she just came out yesterday, so how does that warrant you winning an award already? Like that shit sounds crazy to me. And for anybody else that work up at Revolt, I'm sitting there like, yo, what the fuck?
Crazy.
Like, yeah, that shit just crazy to me. But whatever.
Oh, good.
And that song is whack. I don't care what nobody say. Can't stop, won't stop. Please don't play that shit. That's how I feel about that. Oh man. Oh, but as we keep it rolling, here goes another fan favorite. The Negro Please Awards, and let's do this the right way.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real. You are really dumb.
Here's a great award that we take pride in. Now, Mike, for any more, if anything pops into your mind about some stupid shit that you may have come across at any point in time, please do share the story with us. But we scour across the internet, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Sometimes they put some information out there that we need, and sometimes we got some shit up there that's just like, yo, what the fuck is that? And we just can't let it pass. We gotta put your ass in blast. Now I know it says Negro Please. This is open to everybody, but sometimes
everybody can get it.
Look, sometimes we be doing some shit too that's like, look, this is why we trying to trade your ass in the first place. So without further ado, Miss Dom, would you please introduce the video we are about to see right now?
So Stormy Wellington is supposed to be like this life coach who was selling shit tea that makes you shit like a motherfucker. Everybody got on it, was making bread, especially during the pandemic. And she has this way of making women feel like shit, or at least trying to put you down in front of a whole bunch of people. She was on this show called Beyond the Pole because she is an ex-stripper. And there was a bunch of some strippers that were still on the show and ex-strippers that were on there. And a lot of them were like really trying to get down with her, go to her women empowerment event. And when she linked up with them, when I tell you this lady shot them down and like literally was like trying to shit on them, and none of them was feeling it, and she didn't like that because only like 2 was kissing her ass. So while she sat there and basically was saying, oh, this conversation ain't making me no money, so what is we doing? Telling them they're going to be in a strip club for the rest of their lives, when her whole sole purpose was to uplift and help them, she literally did the total opposite. That lady is the total opposite of what she stands for.
Right.
Fast forwarding to this video that we are about to play, she is seen at a boat type of event with what looks like to be one of her best friends, because there is another clip of her shitting on her friend again. telling her friend that her friend is a peasant, she's a hood rat because of what she had on her plate, versus what Stormy had on her plate. She's a queen, she's royalty. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you had a number 2. Okay? Like, I'm gonna eat this motherfucking 4 wings, ketchup, hot sauce, barbecue sauce, anything. You're no better than me. And her friends literally was sitting there and eating it the fuck up. Like, eating up everything she said and was like, I'm a peasant, yes. Like, are you fucking shit? Roll clip, because I'm mad.
They put this on my plate. I will not let I don't do what they do. I do what I do. I'm the visionary. I believe it.
But she's
I
my
would
coach.
never eat a plate that looks like this. You couldn't even pay me $1 million to do that to myself.
Oh my God.
I deserve better than that. That's low vibration. And you took it. I would have been like, I'm playing like that. I tell you what I want. You don't tell me what I want.
So my thought process is that you can put it on my plate, but I don't have to eat it. I got the discipline.
I won't even look at it. That make you look bad. I'm a queen. Queen is plate when you like. If we used to have 2 plates, we play together, and said who's royalty, they would say this person. I agree.
Who's royalty? What?
Good way.
This is serious stuff.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of people that just let people give them what they want them to have, and they accept it. And Storm is teaching me right now.
Yeah.
Coach Storm is teaching me, don't accept what they put on your plate.
Wait, do you hear these assholes in the background talking about?
They eating it the fuck up. That's what got me. Bitches is like, are you bitch? Pop, like what?
You would think it was that freestyle back in the day. That
Then there was another video of her giving a toast to that same friend. It was her birthday, and she got the camera in her face. She's like, "Thank me." She was like, they was like, "No, her mom." That she was like, "No, I'm the only one that look out for her. Fuck her mother, fuck her father, fuck her aunt, uncle." Like basically said, she was like, nobody look out for her the way I look out for her. There's no her without me. Like there's no me without her. Some shit like that. Like basically telling her, you would not be here if it was for me. Like anybody else don't matter because I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm your this. And I knew she wasn't shit. Like I said, after that show and after the way she spoke about her child, her own child don't even speak to her. Her own child, like the way she bashed her daughter on the internet was disgusting. Told her daughter she wasn't ever gonna be shit. She heard her thought process is chicken head. Her daughter has her own business, her own place. Like that lady's just bad news, and she better not ever let me catch her in the street. That's all I'm gonna say.
That brings up to why we had that conversation about that influencer and how we should be holding people in light. Her,
she's bad for business. She's disgusting.
Model Citizen J, what you got up for us?
Listen, man, ignorance comes in no shade, color, shape, form, or fashion. There's just certain things in life that just shouldn't go on and shouldn't happen. But we're just gonna watch the video and it's gonna speak for itself, and we're just gonna talk about the ignorance after.
Hit you with the blink. Hit you with the blink. This is why the other races don't like us.
That's why white people have no cousins.
So
notice white people ain't got no cousins.
If it went by too fast and you didn't get a chance to read it, it said when you and your daughter both divorced the same man. That right there is all the way it's just weird. I'm just going
gutter.
Yeah, I got nothing.
The ghetto. My God, they're thugs.
Like
right.
That right there is just totally left field for me, man. So we're just gonna leave it on that note because that's just totally ignorant.
Well, I'm a like, I can't even explain why they do it. Like you do anything nowadays just to go viral and be famous and be a social media celebrity, whatever the case may be.
Idiot.
So this is I would assume like an African country or something like that. I didn't really get to pick up exactly where they were at, but they have their own version of a talent show, right? Just because you just want to be on TV and just do some shit don't mean you should. And the fact that the producers or whoever the case is that allowed him on the show to do this was a waste of time. And it's taken away from people that actually have talent and need to be on there, right? So I'm going to just play this clip. Every time I watch this shit, I laugh because the shit is funny as hell. But I'm going to let y'all see if it does it for you what it did for me.
I'm watching. Yes. Go on. What
It
just
was
happened?
fast, so you didn't know.
What just happened now? What did I do? What's this? What
What is
happened
this now?
What happened
Talk
now?
to us. What did you just do?
What did you just do?
It's because I'm fast.
You are fast. That what? What did you want to tell me? You just finished reading all those books?
Yeah, it's because I'm fast.
I'm still holding in front of my.
Yo, he said, so what did you just do? What did you?
What you
just
said? What
do?
is this? What? Tell me what is this?
Yo.
Oh,
now
man.
I don't know if this is something that's like fake because there's another clip they
God.
got of a guy doing
No, I don't want to see
magic.
it. I don't want to see it.
I don't have it.
wanna
I don't
see
have
it.
it up. I don't have it up. But I
don't.
swear to God, whenever I'm having like a pissed off kind of day, I watch that video set and I be crying. The nigga said, "Did you really read all?" He said, "Because I'm fast." So you did. Because I'm fast.
He sounds like the lady that they put in church. She was like, "I'm gonna just give y'all." She said, "Just give me 30 minutes." Oh, this is the Holy Spirit. He sounds
Yo,
like
that shit be having me crying every
why y'all
time
keep playing
I
on
watch that.
Obama's internet?
Yo,
Stop.
that shit crazy. In the chat right now, if y'all want to vote who y'all think clip was the crazy right now, Mike. But if you have something that you may have seen,
I got nothing.
All right.
You could vote, or you could be the top. You could vote. You could pick who had the worst one.
Man.
Well,
you can say all. If all of them was just as
yeah,
dumb,
all
you
of
can
them
say
was,
all.
oh,
It's okay.
I mean, I would say the fastest reader by far the worst. But that was just. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't watch much TV. I don't really engage in too much stupidity. You know, I'm just about my brand and about the culture code, and that's it. So I don't see too much of this shit. It's all fucking stupid. So you know, the fastest reader by far. You know what I mean?
He was dead ass serious.
Yeah, he was serious too.
That's
because I read fast. That's why.
He said, "Because I'm too fast."
real quick around the room so we don't hold the people too much longer. Entertainment tonight. Mike, we're gonna start with you. You already specified, you know, you don't really watch too much TV. You know, you focus on the brand, what's going on with the culture code. But outside of that, it could be a book, it could be new music, whatever the case is. What's keeping you entertained these days, and what's something you think the people should be getting into if they don't know about it?
I would say, I mean, like I am a total nerd. So, you know, for me, you know, I'm always, you know, I'm at the point now where I'm just trying to take in as much information as I can. I'm a gamer. I game all the time. I'm always, you know, podcasting. You know, I'm just always trying to find new ways to involve myself and immerse myself in things that Black people aren't traditionally, you know, involved in. So that's really what takes up all my time, you know, trying to, you know, get into places where I couldn't get into before, you know. That's why I said, you know, I'm not really doing the dating thing too much because I'm kind of purpose driven at this point, you know, so I'm just really kind of focusing on that. So I would be kind of like the wrong person to, I mean, unless you're asking me something specific, you know, I can tell you. But, you know, for me, I'm just right now, I'm just really kind of a workaholic at this point. You know?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So my entertainment life is ass. Other than that, but the one thing that I do all the time is I am a foodie. Anybody knows me that knows that I go all over New York and the tri-state area, just finding different food. I do it all the time. Anybody that follows me on Instagram knows this. So I would say that keeps me entertained.
Miss Don, what you got for us?
I'm probably entertained by too much. Like these days, it's bad. I am watching Zatima. Whatchamacallit, I am stuck on The Family Business. It's this other show called The Black Hamptons. Yikes. Abbott Elementary. Grey's Anatomy comes back on tonight. The Equalizer's back. Yeah, like it's a few shows that got me in a headlock right now. Like so.
So all these times you blaming the homework on why you tired, and it's really because your ass watching all this damn TV.
No, it's definitely the homework too. Homework got me like this. But I watch TV when I can. Like I would definitely try to watch it while I'm on the train, like on the apps. Yeah. So I peek in and out. Oh, the Dahmer series. Oh my gosh.
I tried to get into that, but it's I can't.
The Dahmer series. I'm about to start watching the Jazz Man, the Tyler Perry new movie. I heard that was amazing.
Hearing good reviews about that.
So I got to give that. I love Tyler. He be playing sometimes, but What about you, Jay?
I'll be real with you. Since I had that concussion, I couldn't really watch TV and stuff like that. So that put me on like a week timeout from television. Then with my grandmother, that put me on another timeout. So I've been reading a lot. I just picked up The Alchemist. Rereading The Alchemist, rereading the 48 Laws of Power, The Art of War. That's what's gonna keep me entertained. So if you can't watch TV, man, just read a book, man. Life will be good. Or listen to an audio book. Either way.
Yeah, audiobooks are dope. Any recommendations? What have you been reading?
Right now, I gotta listen to a few new audiobooks, but what's my dude that I listen to a lot on YouTube? I forget his name. I feel kind of bad right now. It's gonna come to me later, but once it comes to me, I'm gonna let you guys know. He drops a lot of affirmations. He's real cool, real old school dude too. I hate when I have brain farts, yo.
Always happens to me.
I'm reading I just finished a bunch. I would say read the new Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. That's dope.
Okay.
First Way by Sophia Demling. Shout out to my introverts because I'm an introvert. Don't Be a Dick by Mark Borg. That one is actually interesting. You know what I'm saying? The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's a good one.
I got that one. Yep.
Definitely read that one. I would say anything by Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers in particular.
Okay.
It's for me. And I was giving shit to Model Citizen J the other day, but y'all know basketball is back on the horizon. So we gearing up for the. I ain't gonna give you too much slack. We already got at you.
Nah. Listen. Because you know what, we gonna talk about it real fast. Because I'm boycotting that team this year until we get rid of the owner.
Right.
Okay. So y'all all know I'm a diehard Phoenix Suns fan. I've been one since Steve Nash, Kevin Johnson.
Shut up.
Dan Marley, Charles Barkley, AC Green, the old school team. But we just lost to some weird team out from Australia, like really bad. And I don't even know how that happened. And Bdolla let me have it. But I told him, don't worry. Basketball season's upon us, and the Knicks will do something dumb. I'll let it be known.
Look, and Mike can attest to this. This is what the Knicks do, so it wouldn't be nothing new.
Of course.
So it wouldn't hit the way that hit, where niggas was like, yo, who are the 36ers? I thought it was just a typo that somebody put 30 instead of 76, and that's really a team.
What's up with this thing I've been seeing with the guy? Ho you so fat? Ho you fat?
Oh, yeah, the foreign player. That's his last name. Ho you fat. So it's a I don't know what country it was in.
That's his last name.
His last name is Ho You Fat.
It's like
when the
Steve.
announcers kept saying his name, they kept saying, "Yeah, I'm really saying Ho You Fat," but that's his name. It wasn't me trying to say something
funny.
It's like Steve Ho You Fat, and it's spelled.
It's
like
right. You can find a clip on like Sports or something like that. You got to hear him say it. He's like, "Ho You Fat for 3." Yes, I did just say that.
And Mike, I was talking about I've been listening to a lot of Alan Watts on YouTube.
Oh.
That's my guy.
But yeah, outside of sports, obviously Raising Canaan, that's my shit. It's finally starting to pick up a little bit.
I forgot about that. Yes.
They need to just hurry up and bring Power back real quick, but you know that's been holding the
I'll
fort
watch-
down.
I'll watch that.
It's gonna
I
come
will
back
say I
after
did.
Cannon goes
I don't know
off.
if you could. I don't know if you can see
Right
it. But
there.
I did,
Right
I
there,
did just
good.
pick this up. You by E. Thomas, the hip hop preacher. Eric Thomas. He's a motivational speaker. You know, he speaks all around the world. Definitely a good brother to go pick up. You know, this book here. This was actually his first book. I think he said it took him about like 5 or 6 years or so to finally get this book put out in print. So as soon as I saw him put up for the pre-order, I ordered that, and it just came maybe about 2 months ago. But normally you can find a lot of his stuff on YouTube, on his podcast as well. Highly spiritual brother. Definitely just tries to get you in the mindset to know that whatever it is that you want to do, you can go do it. And I know we've heard that a lot. It's a cliche thing to say, but the way he just delivers it, it's like, yo, get my ass up and go out there and go make it happen and stop making all these goddamn excuses. So I haven't started it yet. Like I said, it just came. So I'm definitely in the format of like building up my library. So I just been ordering books on top of books. And I'm like, once I feel like I got it complete, then I'm gonna start reading some shit. But I got a lot of titles in here, so I'll share that with y'all next week because it's too many to go through right now. I'm still getting everything in order. Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was gonna say last thing. You know, me being a foodie, I'm gonna give y'all a date idea. Just make sure that y'all this. Y'all give me my fucking credit. Just look up NYC glamping.
Aggressive.
NYC glamping.
I've seen that.
Is this you? Was this the tent in the park? Oh, I
Not
thought that
quite.
was that.
No,
Okay.
Not quite. It's very different. Thank me later.
it's
So-
the cabin where it's just you. You and if you want to go with somebody, like there's really
where's
any
it,
service.
It's
Just
out
look
there.
it up.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
wanted
It's out
to
there.
go, but
Okay.
I don't know if I'm
went.
ready for that.
I went. Thank me later. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I suggest. You went by yourself?
Hell no.
Oh, I'm about to say
That would be weird. No,
Right, no,
hell
some
no.
That was
People
the
go
remember
alone.
that was
Some
the
people go
story.
alone.
He didn't want to drop the names. He ain't
He ain't want to drop the
that.
name.
no,
That
I'm
was the
about to
worst
say some people
time.
go alone,
Okay.
but yeah, I looked into it. 2 females in the woods. It's kind of, but we.
No,
I
it's not in the
definitely looked
woods.
into it. It gives woodsy, honestly. It gives.
No, it
woodsy.
doesn't.
It's scary looking.
It's scary looking. Are we talking
'Cause
about the same thing?
It's no service up there. There's no service. The cabin you
What
talking about?
the hell are you talking about?
You said the glamping. That's the only one I know of.
No. Look it up
Oh,
on
so
your
then there must be more than one then.
look it up on your phone and nycglamping.com. Ain't no woods.
Oh, okay. No, because there's another
Ain't
one.
no
where
woods,
there's
goddammit.
You in a
Look
cabin.
it up when
It's
you got your
small,
phone. You
it's
got your
small
phone. Look it
kitchen.
up.
He
Look it
said,
up on your
he said, I
phone.
wasn't
Yeah,
in no
look at
woods. He said, nah, I wasn't in
Woods.
no woods. You ain't gonna catch me in the woods.
You
Yeah, we can see it right there.
can see it right there.
Yeah, come a
Oh,
little
in
closer.
Brooklyn.
Definitely ain't the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because
Yeah,
there's
that's not the
another one.
woods.
They call it glamping. That's why.
No, I said NYC glamping.
Well, it's not far from New York. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's in
still
Brooklyn.
in New York. It's still
It
considered New
definitely
York.
ain't in the woods though.
Nah, Dime, you was live.
In the
wrong.
hood.
Just take that. Just take
It's in
that.
the-
L.
No, it's not in the hood, but
Okay,
Oh,
thank
man.
you. I'm always looking for something to do.
okay, you're welcome.
Here she go. Here she go. Thanks,
We
Mike. She
staying
won't be
here.
here. She
Thanks,
won't be here
Mike.
next week. Thank Mike.
Well, guess Mike, I guess you coming back next week.
Ah, I'll be here.
Oh man. So before we head out of here, Model Citizen J, would you please bless the people with the affirmation of the week and the wellness tip on how we should be taking care of ourselves as the season is about to change on us?
Listen, man, understand that your thoughts become your reality, okay? How you think is how you move, is how you act, okay? A lot of times what the eye sees, the mind believes, the body tries to achieve, okay? Be mindful of what you do, be mindful of what you take in, you know what I'm saying, through your optics, okay? Be mindful of what you're reading, be mindful of what you're speaking into your life, okay? If you wake up every day and you start complaining, guess what? You're gonna have a bad day. If your day starts off bad and you say something slick like, well, at least I got the badness out the way, your day is going to get better, okay? How you thinketh is how you move, all right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as the wellness tip, listen, family. I know the holiday season's coming upon us, man. People want to be all cool and get some candy, costumes, and stuff like that. Let's switch up the narrative for the holidays this year. Instead of spending more money on these let's say Halloween's coming up on candy and costumes and stuff, let's just fellowship with the family. Let's just get back together and just have a good old time, man. How about have a Halloween potluck where y'all just all come together underneath one roof and y'all just have a good time. Do something creative for the kids, man. Instead of everybody looking to buy candy, do a creative project. Have your children learn something new. Use this opportunity, this time to fellowship, grow, develop, and make the community a little bit stronger, okay? Don't get caught up in the latest fads, man. Try and get your kids off these devices. As much as technology can help us, a lot of times it is hurting us because we don't use it the proper way, okay? Get outside. Or, they got apps that, you can, they got apps you could take on a trail, all trails. It can tell you what plant you're looking at. If you open up the app, take a picture of the plant, it will tell you what type of plant it is. So if you want to use technology and you want to use your phone, but you got to get your kid outside, that's a way to do it. Okay, family, take care of yourself, man. Balance on everything, and that's what I got for you this week.
All right, y'all. So we want to thank everybody that tapped in, man. Of course, Geek Life Mike in the building, my brother B.I. Thank you for stopping in and chopping it up with us for your insight. It was definitely welcome and embraced. Again, shout out Afro Punk. Please make sure you catch Culture Code every Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Twitch. Get all your gaming, hip hop, technology information. Like I said, this group of individuals, they know their stuff, so please tap in and check them out. Everybody that checked in the chat, thank y'all for rocking out. And as we always do, yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say, follow me.
Right, y'all see his
all things Geek Like Mike. That's Instagram, Twitter. I don't do Facebook, but follow me. TikTok. All things Geek Life Mike. Follow me.
And y'all see at the bottom there his link tree address right there. So please follow that link right there. It should have a list of everything that's going on with Geek Life right there, in one click, and all the information you need to follow what's going on in his life. So as y'all know, before we head out of here, we always close out with a prayer, send y'all on to good vibes, good spirit before we head out for the night. So, precious Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for bringing us together, bringing us to this platform to speak our minds. Hopefully someone's heard something that's going to push them a little bit further. Someone may not have had the answer for something they're going through, and they may have heard something that said, you know what, I can't keep on. You may have heard something from somebody in this room that may be going through the same thing that you're going through. Just know that you are not alone. We are on a social media era. This is the platform for everybody to come and kind of seek advice. Sometimes that may not always be the right thing to do, but there is a good group of individuals, as you see right here, that's always an open ear. We always speak just to see the further of everybody for us to ultimately walk into our purpose and our grace, being connected to God to get to where we ultimately need to be. And we're only going to do that together in peace and with love. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So once again, thank you everybody for checking in. We are back. We will be back next week, same time, same channel. And you already know it's never about the destination. It's always about the journey. And try as they may, they will never be RTJ. Gone.
It's 3 the hard way. 3 the hard way. With DJ Bdolla, Miss Dive, and Model Citizen J. It's RTJ.